Um, when I came in, my sergeants, they were coming off of the 2014 Afghanistan deployment,
Yeah.
and he was still fucking piss and vinegar. So he was still an infantry sergeant for how do I want to put this? Because it wasn't like balls to the wall combat. It was
Yeah.
like, at least the way he described it, it was like half of it was combat, half of it was sitting on your ass. But he's like that was more action in that one than they'd had the deployment prior.
hmm Yeah, because I came in when I came in, because I remember I got to Fort Benning August 24th, so I just hit my 5th year mark in the Army.
Okay.
Um so August 24th, 2020, I went through and I didn't have airborne in my contract. I don't know if I ever told you that, but
Yeah.
I was supposed to go be a rocket sergeant at Campbell. And then I remember I was like, well, the most that could happen to me is I get fucked up. So I was like, I knocked on the door and I'm like, Drill Sergeant, I sound like a fucking boot when I think back where I said I was like, you have the Ranger liaison, the Green Beret liaison. Is there a Red
Yeah,
Beret
yeah.
liaison? Like a fucking boot. But he was like, why, you want to go airborne? I was like, yeah, because, for everyone watching, I'm third generation military. My grandfather was with the 101st, like back when they used to jump. And then my father was also, he's an 82nd. So either way, I was going to one of the places. And then he said, we'll see about that. And next day, I did PT in the morning. And same day, I had a volunteer statement for airborne school. So that's how my journey to me and essentially did that. Because if I never asked that, we never meet. We never would have went to Afghanistan together and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. Did no walk us. All right, so I said us. Walk me through like joining up
Yeah.
to Afghanistan because I don't think I've heard it from like your view. Because if
Yeah, I
I do
got you.
remember correctly, you weren't there that long before. You had like one. I don't know. I'm gonna fuck it up. Here, go ahead.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. All
It's
right.
been
So
so many people telling me their stories that I just forget.
yeah, yeah, no, some of it's a blur and stuff like that. There's definitely some stuff I want to touch up on because I remember Anthony was talking about some shit. I was like, I want to add on to what he said about part of that story, but we'll get there. So,
Dude, some
yeah,
of it's
so
wild. Some of it like what is it? The with the airplane hijacking. That's the one where like I
yeah, I
thought
remember that.
that's the one I thought people would push back on, but it's like no, the babies. I was like, what? The babies? Nah.
Yeah, yeah, we'll get there for sure. All right, but so prior to joining the army, I used to go to Job Corps. I remember I used to work on boats as a merchant
Yeah.
marine.
Yep.
COVID happened, completely fucking derailed everything. And then, I went back with my dad in Rhode Island, and COVID, like all I had to do was sit on my ass, go to class. Hard to find work because essential, whatever. So
Yeah.
you kept telling me, bro, you got to do something. But it irritates me when people tell me to do something I'm already doing. I hate when people do that. If I'm already gonna do it, don't tell me to do it. I hate that. So I was already, making moves, and he's like, "You gotta go do something." I'm like, "Motherfucker, I know." But I joined the army. I swear in some point in July, and I leave the very next month. And then got to Benning August 24th. Fast forward, I graduate OSIT February 21st. I'm really weird with how I know some shit like that. But February 21st, and then I have a week holdover because COVID was a lot of holdover shit. And then I went down to airborne school. I remember seeing those fucking towers for the first time, and I was like, I can't believe I'm fucking here right now. And
Dude, I have to
then,
pause. I have to pause
yeah, yeah, yeah,
because um the class before mine in airborne school, if I remember correctly, was the last time that they used the towers because the instructor, when he came down, he had a malfunction with his parachute and he hit the pavement with his head, and he died in the hospital. Dude,
Sounds right. Hey,
that's
they're back, by the way. I don't know if you know, but I heard they're back now. The towers are back.
let's
God,
go.
God bless everyone. Like, I don't care if you want to say I'm a fake. I didn't do a tower. I'm fucking happy I didn't do that tower. That shit looks scary.
It is scary. It looks scary.
I'm still scared of heights to this day. It never got any better. But
100%. 100% terrified.
yeah, yeah, because my very first jump at airborne school, I was the first jumper because I didn't know, right? We're going in. I'm like, oh, thank God, I'm in the fucking back of the line, dude. Thank God, right? Have some time to fucking, collect myself, like, hype myself up. And then we
Hell
get up
yeah.
there, and then they're like, all right, turn, like, stand up. And I'm like, and I'm the first jumper. I'm like, oh no. And I never forget, I like that door opened, and I was like, oh my fucking God. They go, don't look down. I went, and then I remember, like, because one of my buddies, who was right behind me, he's in 160 assault right now. He's at E6 now. Great dude, great dude. He's with me, so we're both fucking scared. And my legs are shaking, and I'm like physically fucking shaking. And I look at him, and jump master, slapped me, and I fucking jump, and I remember I jumped, I screamed, didn't even count numbers, ran out of air immediately, and just closed I had my eyes open, and then my parachute opened up, and I landed like a feather, and I was like, let's do it again. But that was the only time in my whole entire jump career that I had a perfect like exit. Ever since then, it was just fucking shit whip, shit whip, shit whip, shit whip, like every single time. Cause you know that feeling. So that's just like it's a painful feeling.
How much do you weigh?
Uh, I lay like 135-ish right now. So I still, believe it or not, I hit the ground pretty hard sometimes, depending on the wind.
I was gonna say, dude, you don't weigh that much, so it shouldn't be it shouldn't be too hard.
No, this is like, so my last jump of division, I almost
Yeah.
like broke my hip. Like I've never been hurt because I remember one thing you taught me on one of our jumps together was like the whole superstitious shit, right? So you were
Oh,
like, I'll never forget this because we're on the jump together. I forget what jump it was. And we're sitting there, and you're like, "All right, fist bump me." I'm like, "Huh?" You're like, "Fist bump me. It's gonna save you." So I did that.
yeah.
We did that, and then I think that was the one when the kid like broke his leg and he didn't fist bump you. And I was like, "All right,
Dude,
I'm never gonna not do that ever again." So every time I have to jump after that, I'm like, "I'm gonna fist bump this guy, this guy." I'm like, "Good luck, good luck." But
bro,
I remember that shit. You taught me that.
it was just the guy in front and the guy behind. 'Cause I used to jump the 130, so it wasn't a guarantee that there was always gonna be an inside guy. So it's just always front and always behind. And the one time that someone didn't do it, the kid shattered his fucking leg. I was like, ah.
I have a quick jump story before I get to off topic. Do you remember Oliver, the Irish guy?
Yeah,
That was like my best friend because remember I got switched out the platoon and I was with him. That was like my best friend. Like me and him
dude, he
until
was
my very last
awesome.
day, they were always, yeah, he's out now, but dude, he had like fucking like 20 something jumps in 1 year. I loved Ollie. That's my guy, John Oliver. That's a great,
That's
great, great
like
friend, honestly.
my that's like how many jumps I had when I was in E3, and then I
Yeah.
got a break from jumping for a long time.
Amen.
Oh, it's so
But
nice. I think I ended with like 30, if not 30, somewhere around there.
yeah. So we had a fucking FTX, like an operation or whatever, at good old Sicily drop zone, as always.
Yeah,
And I remember this is like the worst fucking time because we have like our I remember like the op board. So we had to go to the very north. Our company's point was in north. We got dropped down to the very fucking south. Completely far, far away. I don't think that was supposed to happen, but we got dropped down to the south. And I remember I go and I jump and I just fucking had a terrible fucking landing. My foot slips. I smack my right hip, and smack my face off the ground. Roll over, cool. Ow, get up. And he fucking just eats shit face first into the ground. And then so my hip's fucked up. So I'm limping the whole way.
yeah.
'Cause I remember, and then he fucking broke his nods, so he can see and I couldn't walk. So like, I'm doing the walking, well, I'm doing the seeing while he's doing the walking for both of us. So it's
Yeah.
tracking up north, and I remember, dude, we were just having such a bad time. But he had a fucking sandwich, a Jersey Mike sandwich in his bag because I used to bring energy drinks and cosmic brownies.
Yup.
So we're going up. We find fucking first sergeant at the time. We have our little fucking OP set up, and we're just sitting there and me and him were just talking, like, how you doing, bro? Right? And we're just opening up the sandwich. Oh, he was like the rapper in the darkness. You see Big
Yeah.
Will. He's like, what the fuck you guys doing? I'm like, yo, nothing. You want some? Like eating the food. And yeah, that was I miss shit like that though. But all right, so back before I go, I'm gonna go back on topic.
Yo, used to always rap fuck the MREs.
Yeah, dude,
You
100%. I don't give a fuck.
monsters.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I like if I ran out of food, I'm rat fucking. I don't care. Uh, every man for himself, right? So yeah,
Rude.
I get I get I get to brag, right? So
Okay.
I get because when we go over
Back
to the
on
brigade,
brag.
back on brag, it was me, Ray, that came in together because remember we had the all everyone was set up when we walked in and you guys were
Yeah.
all grilling us, seating and shit like that. We're all like, "Who the fuck are you guys?" Blah blah. Blah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so I remember me and Ray got set the first platoon, and but you guys weren't there yet. You
Hmm,
guys
hmm.
were still coming back from JRTC. I remember I had like a fucking nervous pit feeling in my stomach. I was like, I'm gonna get fucked up, bro. I'm gonna get fucking destroyed when they see me. Surprisingly, like you guys didn't fuck me up. I think because Zach would tell me not like to like toot my own horn. He's like I was pretty solid as a private. Like he didn't have to worry about me not being able to do shit as a private. Like, you can send me go do shit on my own, and I was gonna do it. So thank
It.
God.
I remember when you were when you were a private, you were more likely to get like in your own head than you were to do something stupid. And we just had to calm you down and you were fine.
You're right. I'm an overthinker, so I'm like, dude, am I doing this right? Like, is this
Yeah.
correct? Like, I was
Bro,
like, is this how? I'm still like
every
that to
10
today.
minutes. Every 10 minutes you'd be like, "Hey, hey, hey, Klein, is this okay?" I'm like, "You're fine, dude. Just chill."
Uh,
And I'll tell you if you're doing something wrong.
'Cause I was 21 back then when like, that whole thing happened. I was 21. And I'm 26 now. I'm about to be 27 in a few months. Yeah, right. Right. But
Bro.
yeah, it's crazy. And when you guys get back, right, we get our platoons. Ray goes off to Ranger school like fucking immediately because what's his name? Fulton or something like that.
Fullerton.
Fulton, yeah. He did the thing where he gets all the privates and tries to send them to Ranger school and he got Ray.
Oh, yes,
Ray
yes, yes.
disappeared. I did EIB. I was going through something with that individual you already know, right? I'm not gonna mention like names and stuff like that from that point, but right. I don't finish EIB. I didn't make it. Um, I forget I had something going on, like some personal issue. I don't remember what it was. Like I
Hmm?
don't really remember. Um, I think I was having like a trauma response or something, right? Because remember my upbringing wasn't like nice.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
told you a lot about a lot of stuff I went through, so I think it was like an anniversary, which I'm terrible at anniversaries. And Sam Rios, he talked to me a little bit, and that's how me and him became very close because he's Puerto Rican, I'm Puerto Rican. We're both from Massachusetts, right? So it's just like we just clicked in like New Englanders, right? And I love Sam. He's funny. And then I remember because now going to Afghanistan, right? You guys were in the field. Um,
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
remember. I
dude.
remember exactly what I was doing because I got done doing Area B. Me and Anthony, and then some other dudes from the other platoons. I remember I legit go. I walk. I sit down that shitty ass black Honda Civic I had back then. I go to go put my keys in the ignition, and then the green Corvette came, and I was just like, hmm, because that was like I didn't believe it at first too because remember Torres before he
Yeah. Yep.
so
Yep. Yep. Yep.
initially do you remember that day I collapsed? I had like a seizure.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I remember I was sitting there t talking to my boy. I was just talking shit with him right behind me. I love Torres, and we're cool. I think back then I didn't like him, but like I'll be honest, I don't think I liked him back then. And I was like, yo, this guy keeps fucking talking about we're gonna go, we're gonna go, we're gonna go. You know, that's always the conversation. And yeah,
Bro,
I
it
remember
was
it's
like it was it was ebb and flow. Just depends on how his marriage is doing. Or actually, let me man, there was a lot of factors. Okay, if his marriage or his career wasn't doing well, he was not doing well, and
yeah.
he was very emotional.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I remember because uh we were giving blood to the blood bank thing. I forget the fuck ASCP or some shit. I don't remember what it's called. Uh and I remember I go and the lady she just keeps like stabbing me in my arm and she's missing like everything. I have like big veins in my arm, so it's not hard to miss it. She said, "Ooh, child, I'm sorry, I can't hit nothing today." And she
Get
finally
real.
gets the blood and I go, right? I remember I'm fine. I walk over, I sit down. And the last thing I remember was looking at Tori. I was like, "Yo, sorry, I don't feel so well." And he told me after that, I my eyes rolled to the back of my head. I smacked my face off the ground, and I started having like a
Oh,
fucking seizure. And I pissed
yes.
myself. I pissed myself because I had to go
I
pee,
remember
so
this.
I lost control. And I remember I fucking like I woke up and I like, in all honesty, I feel like this is what being dead feels like because it was just blackness, right? And it's I can visualize what happened because there was silence, there was nothing and I felt like a pain in my chest, and it felt like I just came out of water. Like I woke up my eyes, and I remember I'm holding on to the medic because I literally couldn't breathe. I'm like
Okay.
squeezing onto the medic for dear life, like help me, because I'm choking right now. I can't breathe. And then it's like my heart started back up, and I was able to fucking go again. Like I think I like low key fucking was about to die right there if no one was there to help me. And
I mean,
yeah, that
it
was a weird
sounds like
feeling. Yeah, that was a scary feeling.
I I looked at the thing up top and it looked like I was about to have a fucking an angelic meeting.
Yeah. So like
I got real
yeah,
bright over here.
so
No,
it was crazy.
I I I I think I think it could have been. I think it could have been. Let's entertain. It's fun. I've had
Mhm.
a couple times where I've come close to dying. Uh, one time was because I lost too much blood. One, God, couple times was because I lost too much blood, and a couple times it was like uh the in a different situation I would have died.
Mhm.
So like if the C ram wasn't on and didn't go off, the missiles would have killed us.
Oh,
Yeah,
I remember that. I was just
it's
thinking when
just
you said that, I was
weird.
thinking about that same day because I remember I was doing this right here, this number, because I was like low key fucked up after everything was going on. I'm just sitting there zoned the fuck out, and I remember like no ear pro, no helmet on. I don't know why. I'm just sitting there like this, and that thing went off, and we were probably like 100 feet from it,
Dude,
maybe less, and that
just
thing went. And I remember I fucking like looked up and I see the explosion and I'm like, what the fuck is PSG's like, that's IDF. Everyone's just looking at him. He goes, why the fuck you all look at me? It's IDF. Put your helmets on. I'm like, a helmet's really gonna stop that?
right.
Not really. Okay.
That's what I told the lieutenant. That shit was annoying.
Yeah. But um yeah, so it was August 13th, I believe we got the call.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
Because we just got there and it was my son's birthday.
damn. Yeah, I
Yeah, that shit
remember
was fucking ass.
I remember I went, I told the person, I was like, I'm going, where? I can't tell you. And then I go, pack my shit up, and we went to RFI. And do you remember that like we were having people heat cat waiting at RFI at night?
Yeah, yeah, because it was stupid hot.
Yeah,
It
we
was
got front loaded, thank God, because we're deco. So I was like, amen for that one.
Well,
Um,
we still were waiting.
yeah,
It
we did,
was
but
it
until that
was
Sergeant Major, whatever his name is,
oh yeah.
he said get fucking Deco up
Schrodinger?
here. I don't
Yeah.
remember. Uh,
Dude,
yeah,
we
so he was like
started in
get
like the
get Deco
middle
up
of the
here.
day at like 6. We did like 6 and then didn't get them until like at least 9.
And we went down to South Carolina because the uh Simmons was broken, whatever the fuck that meant. And yeah, I remember then we got split. I went with Anthony and you guys went with yourselves. And I remember I had a remember Blackwell?
Oh
We had
yeah.
Big Will and Blackwell.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know why, because remember Fullerton thought he was like a Green Beret. His whole platoon was full of elite people, so they made me give my rifle to him. So I went to Afghanistan with no rifle. Right?
Yep.
Fast
Yep.
forward to when me
There's
and
a few
Anthony
of y'all.
arrived. When we arrived, right, is I remember I'm sitting there with some kids from Seco, right?
Okay.
And they tell us, hey, the airfields might get hot, blah blah. Like, all right, I don't know, right? And this is me, and it
None
was
of
like
it's
it was weird because like it was me and Anthony with that group, but these people all were from different places, so we all like we got settled collectively to where our people were after we
okay.
got off the thing. But I remember I had this 249 because I was like, all right, that's what I told him because he was driving, I was the TC, he was a specialist, I'm the private, and I'm in charge of him. I was like, all right, whatever, that's what it is. And I'm like, all right, bro.
Hell yeah.
I I tell him I was like, all right, this is what's gonna happen. I'm taking your 249. Uh, whatever happens outside this fucking this drop, is gonna happen. I will fucking stick this fucking gun out this window and fucking lay all hate I can until we get fucking blown up or whatever. I remember I was like, I don't know, like, cause we didn't know. We had no idea. We didn't know where you guys were. We didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
And I remember I'm looking at Anthony. He's in the thing. I remember he calmed me down because I was like nervous. 'Cause I was 21, right? This is like new for me. This is all within my first year in the army. I was
Yeah.
like, that's crazy shit. It's my first year in the army
Yeah.
still. And Anthony's like, it's gonna be all right. He goes, I'm being that truck right there. You know, if anything goes crazy, remember just follow me, right? So we go. I remember the doors drop, and seeing those fucking mountains is like was crazy to me because I was like, dude, like I never knew like mountains can go that fucking high. It felt like we're in a fishbowl. That's what it
We
felt like we're in.
yeah,
But
yeah,
we
yeah.
work because there's only remember the little Afghani Hollywood sign?
Oh, I remember.
I don't know what the fuck it said, but I was like, that's the Afghani Hollywood sign. It's a Kabul sign, whatever.
Dude, it was 100% a fishbowl. Give me 1 second. I'm turning on
Yeah.
my screen. But it was 100% a fishbowl and 100% those mountains were phenomenal. Like if it didn't smell like shit.
Yeah.
It
I remember in the C-17, I was looking, they have little portholes at the bottom of the planes.
yeah.
I'm just fucking laying down on the ground. The Air Force people are like, what the fuck's he doing? I'm like trying to see what it looks like below the plane right now, just flying above those mountains.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, and then me and Anthony eventually found you guys and shit like that. And then we got settled in and we got right to work. Um, it was like a weird feeling though for me, honestly, being out there because I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm actually here, right? Because stupid enough, right? My whole reasons for joining the military were just, fucked up, in my opinion, right?
Why?
I was I was definitely like a violent person, right?
Okay.
Growing up, I would say like I was very confrontational. Still
Yeah.
kind of am. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I was like, I want to go kill people in the army, right? I want to go fucking kill some terrorists, you
Okay.
know, stuff
I
like
mean,
that.
that's why people join. They just
Well, they,
they
yeah, they just don't
church
want to
it
say it.
up. They church
Yeah,
it up different. They'll be like, I wanted adventure, I wanted brotherhood, and then there's legitimately some people who just join to get the benefits. I get all
yeah,
of that.
yeah. So I remember that. The whole beginning kind of deployment is like a blur to me, to be honest, right? Because it was like the days would kind of flow into each other. Long nights, long days.
Dude, and
So like,
the day that you got there was just fucking chaos. Like, 'cause y'all
yeah,
got there, if I remember correctly, you got there on the night that they broke through. Like they
I
did a
think
hard
so. I can't
breach.
remember. Yeah, it was just wild. Everything was just fucking wild for just for that. And I felt so bad most days, right? It's not most days like bad mentally, but like I just felt bad for these people. Because I
So
remember
desperate.
it was me, Lance, Dylan, and Hearn in the same room for a certain reason. You know, it was for a certain reason. But hey, I wasn't complaining because we had Medea, right? Watching Medea in Afghanistan, we still had the showers. Y'all took the building first. So like thank God for that. But it was just like
We
I
got as
know I
many
heavily
rooms as we could. We were only
yeah.
allowed to have like uh 3 or 4.
Yeah. But I remember like I also PSG still owes me. He's never gonna give it to me. You know he took one of my magazine pouches, never gave it back.
Yeah,
When I go to CAF, I'm just that motherfucker, bro.
you tell me every time we talk.
Yeah. Pissing me off. That's still my mag pouch. I know he still has that bitch too, bro. I'm telling you. He probably collects them from fucking privates.
Do you know he's probably just got a whole bin full of mag yeah, of mag pouches and various
Hey, you know
uniforms.
he's a first art now and he has EIB.
Yeah. He went back to Georgia, dude. He's doing phenomenal.
Yeah, my buddy, right? So funny story. You ever play DC Universe online?
No, but I've seen it played.
So I had a friend I met on Xbox, like probably like 2018, right?
Okay.
We met in DC Universe and we used to always play together, right?
Okay.
And he joined the army because of me. And he went infantry because of me,
Oof.
right? I told him not to. I told him, bro, like, I need you, like, take a better job. But he was as that waiver. He was as that waiver. So at that point, took what he can
Oh,
get. But hey, he actually St. George was his first sergeant or like sergeant major or something like that. So
his
he knew him because
his
or I
drill
think yeah
sergeant?
no his sergeant major or first sergeant no his first sergeant. He told me
Damn.
that he got his EIB and that's his first sergeant. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be right after I got out because that's when
Yeah,
St.
it
George was
was.
down. Yeah, when he just got down there. Because I remember he was reaching out to me like every day until he left about how much
Yeah,
bullshit leaving Prague
yeah,
was.
yeah. He was hilarious because I remember because I know we're kind of jumping over the place here, but it just brought back a memory.
You're
This man
good.
would
I got
always
ADHD like a motherfucker.
he would always talk about women, these trashy women he loves. And I remember when they were making us do sit-ups like, every day in Kuwait. He
I
goes,
think you need
because
to
when you
say
get
you need to say that he calls them trashy. It's not just us saying
yeah, yeah, oh sorry. But yeah, I remember it because he would sit there and he'd be like, dude, we're gonna get abs
that.
because when we get home, these girls are not gonna want to look at you guys if you guys are all fucking fat bodies. So we're gonna do sit-ups every day so we can get our fucking core good and our abs amazing. Like I was like, what?
Listen
Like,
to him. Listen to him, dude.
listen, I would say, right, as 26-year-old man, I do not like I do get scared approaching him sometimes, honestly, right? But
Okay.
I can talk to him and I don't think I'd ever take relationship advice from him.
Okay.
Or so,
I
or
mean,
what
hey.
I love
So
him. He was funny though, but
it's like a box of chocolate with information. You don't want to eat all of it, but you're definitely going to take the box.
and he was good stuff. Like he was a good woodcraftman, he'd do stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Oh
Just
yeah.
but his relationship advice was not the best. I no no. Yeah, he was a great platoon sergeant though. I was like very grateful to have him, LT Smirker at the time.
Oh yeah.
Uh like I was so happy I was in first platoon. Like you understand. Like I looked at the other platoons, I'm like, thank fucking God.
That was a
You
great
know.
time. That was a great time to be in first platoon because
Oh yeah.
there was like There was
He had
certain
everything in our platoon.
periods. There was
He had everything.
there was uh there was certain times when it was not fun. When it was
Yeah.
straight up just beat your ass into the dirt every day.
The yeah, I'd get pee smacked for being alive. Not
Oh
by you
no,
guys,
dude.
but
Yeah.
yeah, dude. It's like you're breathing today. Why the fuck are you breathing? I was like, I'm sorry. I'll try better next week.
Nah, dude, what was it? I'll give you an idea. One of the sergeants, he would walk down to the cough, and if nothing was going on and we had already finished doing some kind of training, he'd walk into the armory, he'd grab a rifle, check it, and if it was clean, let me rephrase that. He would walk up to the armory, he would ask for my rifle because I was the only private in the platoon. And he'd walk up, and even if it was clean, he'd go, "Okay, now give me a rifle that's dirty. That's his rifle." And then he'd fuck me up for somebody else's rifle being dirty.
Yeah, dude. I mean, like it's funny when you think of like on that kind of stuff. Like it's not always bad, but it's like good memories. And I remember I was looking for the Area J key. You know what I mean? Like where's the Area J? I'm over here like, hey, sorry. It's like you know where the key to Area J is, blah blah. Like I remember that.
Yeah,
Uh,
nah, bro. Yo, was it pricky six cable?
the
Go
uh,
get a pricky
the
six cable.
BA-11s. Yeah.
Yeah, go get you. Do you have your
But see, I loved our
BA-11s?
platoon
What's
though.
that? Your balls, dumbass.
So you think of our platoon like we were very diverse. We had a black dude. We
Always.
had we had them deep south dudes. We had a California dudes. We had a Peruvian. We had a Puerto Ricans. We had Mexicans. We had it all, which is funny. Uh, because Talia, he was a great guy. Dude was fucking
Dude, there
massive. I remember.
everything. We've had everything.
I'm saying you think of other platoons, it wasn't really like that. You usually had like a certain demographic. Our platoon was just like a melting pot of people, and a lot of different egos for sure. Though I know it was like
Oh yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
remember a few times things going down, but
Well, here,
yeah.
instead of
So
instead of doing that, let's talk about Afghanistan. I
yeah, I was
don't
just
want
about
to
to get
go
back to
back.
that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
want to go
yeah,
into the old high school drama, but I'm free of it.
yeah. Oh yeah, though I don't talk
Let's
about that
go.
stuff like that.
You're good.
But so I'm trying to remember like my first like mission I partook in out there. Not like mission. We are a small little like
Yeah, yeah, no,
QRFs.
I just called them
It's
like
hard to
they
remember.
because I was trying to think about how to how do I say it? I was trying to properly articulate it of
What we were
what we
doing, like
did.
a
Yeah, and
mission, small missions.
I just started telling people that we were the emergency response force for conventional forces. And so like we would just do rapid response to situations because that's what we were doing. We just no one would fucking talk to anyone. And so
Yeah,
we didn't. It's
I
so
remember just
stupid.
being confused, but
Yeah.
I remember I was
Well,
so
go
happy
ahead.
to do laundry because me and I remember we're doing all like the liberating of items out there.
Hey
So
man,
me
it's
and
it's part of evacuations.
yeah, because I remember you took a fucking this weird looking crowbar from the fire truck. Remember that
No,
one
I
fire truck they
tried
got
to
up and
take
run?
it. Yeah, I tried to take it. It
Someone
got
took it though. Someone took it back.
St.
I
George
remember
got it, dude.
someone
They took
typical.
it, and
Makes sense.
then the trade-off was the mechanics would take it back if he found another one. And so they brought it back for him.
Nice. All right. Uh, yeah, but I remember it was crazy because like every single day there was constant gunfire.
Yep.
Like literally from morning to night gunfire, except during religious hours,
Are you
which is like
saying
weird.
here, I'm trying to paint a broad picture. Are you saying like gunfire at you, gunfire like in general, or like
This in
they
in
were
general.
shooting at each other kind of gunfire?
I'd say probably a little bit of all, if we're being honest. That shit was just random. Remember
Yeah.
how bullets would fall from the sky sometimes? Like, remember
Dude, that
the
was
RTO
fucking
almost
weird.
got fucking shot in the head in his room
Yeah, that
when
was
he
Like
because
what? It was
everyone
like
watching,
2 feet to the right, and he would have gotten fucking
yeah.
smacked. Yeah.
So for everyone watching, this man was sitting in the room like this, in a chair like this, and a bullet came through the roof and landed right next to him. Like he would have got probably killed.
Yeah. I think
So
he
it was this.
one of the leaders has a picture of it. I can't remember who. Whoever had their phone.
Yeah, I wish I had my phone out there. Right? But yeah, so I remember like it was weird shit like that because I don't know if you remember Kostecki, isn't
Yes.
there a ginger kid? He
Yeah.
almost got he almost got killed. When they were in the truck, when they're in the truck online when the whole airfield was being raided,
Okay.
Earth, I was talking to Earth, and because I
Yeah.
remember I guess Earth pulled him down because there was gunfire happening
Yeah.
like towards the truck, and he pulls him down, and the gunshots hit right where he was sitting up in the gunner's turret in the hatch. So like
Yeah.
if that man wouldn't have got down, he would have been killed,
I need
which
to
is
get
like
Earth. I need to get Earth to do this. I forgot about that. Go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, yeah, no, it's all right. It's ADHD. I do the same shit. But
Yeah. I need to I'll make a note of it while we're sitting here.
yeah.
Dude, I switched
So
over to Samsung gang.
oh really? I still got this iPhone. My screen, oh shit. My screen's like a little, oh what the fuck? Yeah, it's a little broken. Um
Oh,
yeah, so
the Z Fold.
damn. Oh, I
Yes.
seen that shit looks fire.
So it like folds like hold on, this is my
And
wallet. This part right here is my wallet. But this is the screen. Hold on.
then it folds open.
There's
Yeah.
no
Oh
right
yeah.
there.
So it has like three screens technically
Screen.
speaking.
Yeah. Screen.
That's fire.
Oh no, what
So
was I doing? Oh, making a note.
yeah. So I'm trying to really think about I can't really give you a first mission experience. I don't remember what it was. I just had little memories of doing stuff here and there. 'Cause I
Okay.
remember we went we are at Northgate. That's where we were. We're at Northgate because Abbey Gate was down across to the left when I remember when we leave the AO.
Yeah.
Cause we leave out the gate and then we go left all the time because we had our other QRF. We had QRF 1 and 2. So
Yeah.
one was up at Northgate and 2 was down by that Air Force hangar with the contractors with the
Yeah.
cots
Yeah. Yeah.
and shit.
It was like
I
a
remember,
little lean-to that they'd set up with all types of shit under it.
yeah. And then I remember one of the dudes gave me a little fucking I had no room for it, so I had to leave it. He gave me a little remote control car. I wish I would have took that back.
Oh yeah,
You
I
know,
remember those.
a little he had a little car. Uh, but yeah. So oh by the way, we're outside that lean-to. I remember one time I had to go take a fucking piss, right? And I'm
Hmm.
like walking. I was like, hey, I'm gonna go around the corner right here, look for a bathroom, and there was a porta john, right? And that shit was hilarious, but it was nasty because it was like a blue porta john, but they had LED lights in there. Because remember, out there they love LED lights for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yep.
They'll put the bitch on camels if they could.
On the
So
jingle jangle trucks, bro.
yeah. So I remember I opened it up and it's just filled to the brim with shit, and I was like, nah, like close it, and I fucking found some corner to piss in.
Yep.
Uh, but I remember a few times us, making some like maneuvers to places and shit. I remember we remember walking to ECP one time. I forget what
Yeah.
night it was, and that was fun. I was all just like strolling and shit like that, enjoying that fucking terrible Afghan fucking air quality. 'Cause I remember my boogers be black. I remember that shit because all that
Yeah,
fucking
dude.
toxic shit.
Smells like poo poo.
Yeah, because oh, you remember that? I'm trying to think of that one time when we're there, right? And I think it was that same night. Uh, General Donahue, he went out the gate. Do you remember he left the gate to come back to come to our gate for whatever? Like, I think he's probably
Yeah.
liberating one of those trucks he took.
I was eyeing the sky for it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, 'cause I remember there's like a big commotion. Because remember, whenever we had to go meet anybody out there, there's two layers of gates. There's that first gate we go into, they close it, then
Yep.
the second gate opens up.
Yeah, they were driving the white Lexuses. The white up
Yeah.
armored Lexuses. These things were fucking fire.
Yeah, I remember just us in all these randomized vehicles sometimes and shit like that.
100%. Those up armored Tahoes, dude, I wanted to get it, but We could never find the keys for it.
St. George took that Bearcat immediately. Remember the Bearcat we are in?
Yeah, dude. I know. As soon as he got there, he wouldn't let anyone else drive. I was like, "You're a son of a bitch."
That was like the most uncomfortable seats I've ever been on in any vehicle. My ass was fucking hurting because I had all the gear on and shit.
Nah, dude,
Like
that was nice. That shit was no.
when you're sleeping, it was, yeah. Because I remember us going down. Do you remember that night where the German planes almost hit each other?
I think
So one
so.
was taking off, the other one's landing on the same fucking strip,
Okay.
and like they fucking barely miss each other, like some weird shit like that. But
I don't
no, because I
remember.
remember, I forget what it was, but we had it was us in the Bearcat. We had a call because there was people on the airfield again,
Hmm.
down by towards like Abbey Gate,
Okay.
and I remember PSG's driving the Bearcat. 'Cause I guess they're running in front of the planes, and the C-17s are taking off by us or going by the hangars and shit like that.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. We
Yeah,
always get
yeah.
that one, yeah.
And I remember like looking out the back of the window, and I thought like I was looking at the sky, right? But those mountains are so high, and the village lights were blue, so it looked like stars in the sky. But it was just houses on the fucking mountain. That shit would be crazy.
Dude, shit, what is it? You remember the what oh goodness.
The poop rings? No.
The lasing no. The lasing lights from the AC-130 that was in the sky, like the green laser.
Yeah,
Dude, that shit was so tough. Because they're like,
I
"What is
yeah, that shit was
that?" And I
crazy.
was like, "The
That's
the
gone.
A the AC-130 up there is just recalibrating its guns." And they're like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, he's been here the whole time."
I remember I'd look up sometimes up in the sky, and you'd see the fucking UAVs circling us. Then you'd see the fucking AC-130 up in the sky, far up there, circling us. Because we had 160 out there too. Because remember the little birds were flying by at
Ye-
night?
Yeah, and we'd have the
The
Predator
Chinooks.
drones. Yeah. The Predator
Funny
drone was
enough.
up. But dude, those little birds were so fucking they were so sick. The oh, I remember watching whoever it was. I don't know who was using them. They would run
I think it was
missions.
160th.
Oh, is it?
Oh no, Predator. No, I think I forget because there's a Reaper and Predator. Because I know. Oh, remember? I think it was you or Zach that shot down the
Zach.
160th drone,
Zach,
and
yeah.
they were pissed. They were like, "What the fuck?" I'm like,
Because
you didn't
he's
call it
like,
up.
I'm qualified to use it. And I was like, good job, buddy. Go get one.
Yeah, no. Because I remember they threw a little fuss about that because he shot it down, but they didn't tell anybody they were flying drones or the AO. Because
Yeah,
remember, I
yeah.
remember we were sitting there,
We were
and
at
then the fucking
Southgate.
drone,
Yeah.
yeah, a drone flies right above our heads. Like, what the fuck was that? And then it was circling back, and then Zach shot that shit down.
Dude.
And yeah, Zach was funny. I love Zach. We
Sorry. Sorry, I was just laughing at something my wife sent me.
this, uh, but yeah. So I know I want to talk about this too.
What's up?
The warehouse, because me and Anthony will go off sometimes and just disappear if we're not
Okay.
running a mission. You know, we're allowed to walk around as long as we're like together, had our shit on,
Yeah.
and we're just going through buildings. We're going through connexes. We're splitting up. And I remember where the burn pit was? That's where we
Yeah.
got our helmets and shit like that when we got the new helmets.
Yeah.
Um, I remember he's off to the right, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll be right back." I snuck off to a tower, so I go. I'm by myself. I'm like climbing up the fucking ladder in the tower. I'm going, and I swear to God, this is like images ingrained in my head. I remember it's like dusty up there. I get to the top of the ladder. I walk toward the ballistic windows, looking out into Kabul, and I just see like a fucking swarm, looks like a herd of people just like running like across the whole thing. And you see the fucking trucks running through the fucking crowds down there. You can see gunfire because they're just fucking like mowing fucking people down. That shit was like fucking me out. They do. I don't know how you can do that to people. So I remember just seeing people running and screaming, and it looked like it was World War Z, even outside the gate.
Yeah.
Because I was at that tower was at the outer layer, the very outer layer of I would say probably the northern part of the airport.
Yeah, because
Because
it was
there was certain parts that were layered with gates and shit like that.
yeah. Yeah, there was some it
So
was like there was a level layer and then there was a half wall kinda that
hmm
brought it up a section and then it kept
yeah,
going. But yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Did I, I don't even know like I was trying to explain it or talk it out with somebody about like what it felt like to see so many people in pure desperation and like how much it just messes you up because that was wild. That was a lot of how did I put this? It showed two sides of the world at like once.
hmm
Because on one side, it showed how far they're willing to go culturally, like what's acceptable to them. And I mean that by like they're willing to kill or use the children more easily to extend their own life than they are to sacrifice the woman, if that makes sense, because the woman is more prized because she can make
yeah.
more babies. Um,
Um,
that and there was some people where like it was just you could see the desperation had taken over and it almost like manifested itself in them instead of their rational thought.
yeah. Do you remember it's two things I'm gonna talk about, right? Fucking the kid who got thrown on the sea wire fence by his dad, and his dad stepped over him, and then the kid got fucking trampled in the fence.
I remember that one. I thought you were going to say the
Yeah.
one that was on the photo of the Marine, but no, I remember that one because
Yeah,
that's
that
what I
one
was
fucked up.
referring to. That was the one that I was referring. That's one of them. That Dead Baby Creek. Uh, I referenced Dead Baby Creek like two or three times now, but that's because that's the one that I talked to my therapist with the most.
Yeah.
That one fucked me
Yeah,
up.
this is my therapy, like talking about this and shit. Because
Well, you should
I
go
would
get help.
say,
It's not a
oh,
bad thing to sit there and talk
I go
to.
to MFLAC here. It's not BH, it's like MFLAC, so it's not on paper.
Okay.
If I go to BH here, I can't fly.
Yeah, no, I got you. I
So
got you. You're
yeah,
fine.
but
As long as you're getting
but
help.
yeah. So I know one thing that I don't know why it's like not even like involving death. Do you remember the day we were like talking with the British SAS dudes? They brought us some Coke, like Coca-Cola and Sprite and sodas and shit. It was the
Oh,
day
it
we
was
saw TK, that guy, that piece of shit.
the one that was the day that we stopped his buses.
Yeah, because I remember I remember you guys were talking about him
Because
and
I was getting
the
mad that I
guy.
couldn't get
Yeah,
a fucking I was like, I just want a fucking drink. I don't give a fuck.
because I remember that day, right? Very vividly, like just that moment, I would say. Because I remember the dudes, they drove by me and they're like, Diaz, they saw my thing. I was like, what's up? And it was a British guy, so they were the SAS dudes. And he was like, you want some Coke? And I was like, Coke? Like, what?
I remember you
And
telling me this, yeah.
then he's just like, he's like, no, some Coke. He pulls out some Coca-Cola from the fucking the
In
truck.
like
And I
a
was like, oh yeah,
bag, or
sure.
not a bag,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like one of
No, it's
those old
the
milk
box of
carton
Coke.
boxes, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he gave us
dude.
some soda. Because I remember seeing fuckhead over there. I don't want to say his name because I don't want to give him the benefit. But he was sitting there wearing his white cashmere sweater with his team. I don't know if those are. You remember that day? He's on the phone, his hair slicked back, thinking he's doing all the cool shit.
Did they had
And then
he was wearing some weird ass clothes, bro.
yeah, he's like not tactical at all. This dude was like thinking it was like a fashion show.
He did not look like he was government sponsored there.
It's funny too because I had no idea who he was until that moment. Like I guess where I'm from, like we don't give a fuck about people like him. I guess he's
Dude,
not
I
really
didn't.
like. I had no idea who it was until I think it was you or it was Zach. Like, oh fuck, that's blah blah blah. I'm like, who the fuck's that? And they told me, and I still didn't know until like I got home and I finally got to use the internet again. Uh, but yeah, I remember sitting there when we had to fucking turn those buses around, and I was pissed because I felt so fucking bad. And I think one of the most traumatizing things for me, like, forgive me if I get emotional,
You're fine.
was because we're giving the kids like water. I remember I was kind of fucked up. I was trying to give the kids the food. I didn't like really care about the adults too much because we only had so much shit to give out. So I was like kind of pushing the adults away and trying to give these kids like
Yeah.
water, snacks, Pop Tarts. Because remember we had Pop Tarts we'd find and shit like that. If
Yeah,
it would
and
if it didn't have the pork in it, whatever.
the halal,
And
yeah.
yeah, and then I fucking remember 'cause they all got off the bus after like probably an hour and a half of bickering and shit like that. And fucking, I remember the guy, he's like, blowing me a kiss. He's like, thank you so much, blah, 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 not knowing he's getting sent right back out to the fucking Taliban.
Yeah.
And then the fucked up part was because remember, I have a younger brother. So my younger brother back then was probably about like 6 or 7, maybe. And I remember everyone walks away out the gate, and the last one was this little boy crying. And then like, in my head, like I just like envisioned my little brother.
Oh,
And I
I
remember I was
bet.
getting like I had the black sunglasses on so people can see, but I remember I started tearing up because I was like, dude, like, what the fuck is this shit? Because I wish I could took that little kid home with me. Like I don't have kids, right? But I just thought of my little brother because what if that was my little brother, right? And that kid was by himself. His fucking mom and dad's probably got fucking slaughtered already. And the bus driver came back and, walked out the gate holding his hand. And I remember this that is always in my head because I don't think I'll ever know. Did he make
Yeah,
it?
because
Is
all
he
of
still
them got turned
alive?
around.
And yeah, that shit pissed me off. And then like when I learned about why they all got turned around, that made me more mad because he walked around like he could do whatever he wanted because he's soft, which doesn't really matter, I
Well, he
think.
ended up getting kicked out. He got kicked out of the country, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
yeah,
That's
he did.
pretty, that's pretty
He
crazy. I've
did.
never heard of.
Yeah, he did. So fuck him though. But yeah, that was one of those moments for me at this like I never forget it. There's a lot of stuff I don't forget. That's why a lot of it's a blur. Come back to when me and Anthony were going on our little two-man missions. Because
Oh
I remember
yeah,
one time
dude.
they sent me and him to get we got sent to get gas. But at the gas station at the end of the road. Because remember, it was like at that part of the end of that road where the laundromat was,
Yeah.
there was like three parts of the gate that opened up onto one area. So it's
Oh
like
yeah.
if you make one fucking choice, you're going one wrong direction, right?
It's like
So
a it's a dead end with five roads to the same dead end. It's fucking weird,
yeah.
dude. It's fucking hilarious though.
So we get there and they're like, dude, like where the fuck is this place? I don't know. He's like, let's go check these buildings out. Yeah, let's do it. So I remember we're just like opening doors, going into these buildings, and then like the little warehouse and shit. And remember they left in a hurry, so they left everything there.
Yeah, they did.
I'm over here, I'm going through people's drawers, and remember the best thing that happened to me was I found a fucking box of blow pops. I was so I was so happy. I was like, I am not sharing these with nobody I don't like. Because remember I had the German cigarettes? I brought
Hell
them
yeah, you
y'all.
did.
I was giving y'all here's a cigarette, here's a cigarette. And then PG, you got any more? Nah, you guys took them all. But I remember going and I found those blow pops. I put those in my pocket, and I was like the happiest little fucking kid because I was like the normal food I can fucking eat.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was creepy, but that warehouse was fucking creepy because we walked in there, and I'm like I'm having my gun at the low ready. This is fucking we shouldn't be here, but let's go anyways because we're walking away. And I was like, no, let's go back. Let's go do it.
Were you
And
were you there when we lost Welcher?
I think because I remember also we lost Billings. Remember where the
No,
fuck
we didn't lose Billings. That was a
he was
different
a he
platoon.
no he oh yeah I remember he was embedded with the Marines though, which is
Yeah,
hilarious.
he
But
he's just dumb as shit.
yeah,
But he always
but
comes back. He's like a little golden
yeah,
retriever.
but I don't remember if I was there when you lost Walter because I remember hearing that the captain at the time threw the hornet's nest and the Afghanis parted sea and all the little balls came right back and hit Welcher right next to
Mm.
his fucking eye socket. Yeah, I kind of remember that. I just like it's like a lot of that shit's a blur. I don't know if it's like a trauma like me forgetting shit or it's just been so long.
I think it's a mix of both. Because that, I know which one you're talking about, and that's the night where like the guy was chopping people with a machete and
Mhm.
where they were running people over with the BMP.
Yeah, I
And
think
then after that it just got like extremely violent and bloody for no fucking reason.
yeah, it's crazy this us experiencing that shit like in general. Just like it was just like why and fucking yeah, I remember we just go out on these little fucking what was it? Remember the CIA truck?
Yeah, dude, the all black
Yeah,
with the swamp snorkel on it. Fuck yeah, I remember
yeah,
that.
yeah, dude. Because get into August 26th. Because funny how you text me about this podcast on 26th, right?
Oh yeah. What a terrible day.
Um, yeah, because we were at that gate. I don't know if you remember this, but I remember we were at Abbey Gate probably like a few hours prior because we were there like 3, 4 in the morning. Because remember we got a call and we went down to where all the Marines were. Like they were living in like the fucking slums compared to us.
Oh, you're talking.
That was the night before
Yeah.
Abbey Gate. 'Cause I remember that vividly, just because
We were only there for a handful though, because we went back to Northgate. We only
yeah. Because
popped.
remember
Yeah.
10th Mountain
Oh
was
yeah,
down
you're
there.
right. We
Yeah.
popped
Because
over
remember
there for.
they were because remember I remember 10th Mountain's up on the towers. The Afghans are trying to climb the fucking wall and they're throwing us their papers. And they're like, yo, please, please, like, let me on.
Yeah, it
Because
was
10th
real
Mountain
fucking.
had the AMRAPs. And remember, we're just sitting there talking to 10th Mountain dudes and shit like that.
Dude,
And we're in the
they
truck, we're
were
getting
cut
naps.
in, bro. That fucking road looked like it was used in the World War II.
Yeah, because remember, they
That
were just
shit
fucking
was
layers of that
wild.
shit. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was the night before Abbey Gate. Because I remember I was nervous as fuck, right? Because I remember initially when we're driving past the Japanese,
Well, we hadn't been there
fucking
before.
yeah, the Turks. 'Cause remember the Turks right next to us.
Yep.
Funny story before I forget this. I remember sitting there in the truck one day looking out the window, and you see this fucking Turkish dude trying his hardest to throw a fucking rock and
Okay.
hit one of our Charlie Company dudes.
What
So
a
our dude's
fucking
sitting there
hole.
posted up with a rock, but this dude like unathletic as fuck. This man probably threw that shit like 2 feet in front of him, so he's just constantly trying to throw rocks and hit one of our guys and just completely fucking fail. Like
Dude,
honestly, I don't like the Turks. They're shitty people. But yeah, because I remember when we were going down to Abbey Gate, it was like we're going in the convoy because I forget who was up driving PSG in the front truck. I'm in the center with LT. And I remember I'm just sitting there because we haven't been there before. So like we're driving on the outskirts, and remember
yeah.
they're already in the wire. The
Yeah.
Taliban's already been in the wire, so I'm worried about IED. So ironic because I'm worried. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking. I hope I don't hit a bomb. That's gonna be fucking shitty.
Okay.
And because I remember I'm trying to follow the tracks in front of me, very, very to a fucking
Yeah.
T. I think you were in the back seat, or was Anthony or Zach of mine.
Dude, I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing.
Because LT got us lost. LT had me take a turn somewhere else. And then PSG's like, what the fuck you guys doing, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, I'm just listening to this fucking guy. I don't know. Who am
No,
I?
no, I was the truck that stayed back at North.
Because
Yeah.
we posted up next to them and shit. And I forget what the fuck we're doing. If it doesn't involve us, we're just kind of mind our business, standing guard. And because and then we left. And speaking of Abbey Gate. I remember this. So, there's always the constant gunshots.
Yeah.
Like bang, 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 right? But you knew when something didn't sound ordinary. Because I remember I was actually on radio guard by myself the day it happened. I'm sitting there, I'm just kind of, playing with my fucking fingers, just
Bro, we had just gotten
doing,
on rest. We had just gotten on
yeah,
rest.
that's what I'm
Somebody
saying.
make that known.
Because Anthony's in the room laying down.
Yeah, we all
So,
were.
and I was up. I was tired. I got fucked with that one shift. I was like, oh, fuck me, I guess, right? I was like, oh, whatever. So I'm sitting there, and I hear a boom, right? I thought it was like another F-16 blowing shit up. Because do you remember the F-16 that fucking shot the fucking mountain face?
I did. That was pretty fucking badass.
Yeah, I thought it was like, oh, the fucking someone got fucking killed with a mountain again. Hear the boom in the back, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember like net call, net call, net call. And like, all right, cause I remember y'all told me about fucking what net call means, right?
Yeah.
And like, all right, they said S-Fest just went off. Uh, we need fucking painkiller and witch doctor. I'm like, who the fuck's painkiller and witch doctor? I didn't know that was the aid station, like row one, row two. I didn't know kind our radio
It's
checks.
on
It was
the
every company.
yeah, it's on the TC3 card.
Yeah, so I know on for our radio check-ins. Yeah, A code, B code, C code, D code, H code, and then White Devil fucking six, that
Yeah.
guy always doing the thing. So
Well, at
I
the
heard a
time you
painkiller.
didn't need to know, yeah. You didn't need to
Yeah.
know at the time.
So I remember I fucking got up. I heard an S Fest went off. There's another S Fest, or I think another bomb went off somewhere else, but that one never gets talked about for some reason. Uh,
Yeah, I don't remember what the second one was.
but that no one died in that one. I think one person, just the guy who blew it up, right? Whatever. So I remember hearing the bomb go off and I heard that shit and I ran to get Anthony and I was like, hey, the S-Fest is on. He goes, what do you mean? I'm like, they said the fucking bomb was blew up. We have casualties and shit like that. And I think everything like all hell like broke loose after that because everyone got up and like we all got pushed like right off arrest back into fucking a defense position because I remember them telling us the ISIS was on the way. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah, the convoy.
Yeah, and it was weird because I was like, aren't they
They're
the
like,
same
they have
fucking
a
people?
convoy. They have a
I was like, what do you
convoy of
mean?
our fucking armor. And we're like, hold up, what?
Yeah.
It's
So
headed this
when
way.
I,
They're coming to take Kabul. And we're like, well, that's not good.
yeah. So I remember fucking that I had like the fucking pit feeling in my stomach, like my heart just like dropped, and like I know at the moment I didn't show emotion. I wasn't like crying, but me, how I was as a private. I was very like I can get panicky sometimes.
Yeah,
'Cause I remember I think it was you and Anthony and Zach like helped me calm down because I
yeah.
every time I was out there I tried to be close to you guys, at least one of you guys, because you guys always fucking helped me out. Like all that. That's one thing I'm grateful for was I had you. I remember me and you got really close off of that one shift in that white shack at the motor pool
Oh,
for
God.
like 8 hours watching like Shield Maiden, the anime thing you were watching. I forget.
Oh, no, oh, God. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
That was
I'm saying I just
terrible.
remember shit like that.
Well, it was a
But
terrible, terrible guard shift, terrible show.
yeah. But yeah, so I remember you guys are always making sure like I was all right, at least in my eyes, right? And I'm very like grateful for that because it helped me, become the soldier I am today, right? Is just like you guys helped me stay on that path and reassured me of when I was doing things right, you know, and when I was wrong. Because I remember he could probably tell you many times where I fucked up and I'd walk up to him like, let's get the smoking over. Like the smoke me already. Like I don't know, because for me, I wasn't scared to hold myself accountable, right? If I fucked up, hey, I fucked up, right? And I I think accidentally it was like me gaslighting not to get smoked without the intention of that because Zach was like, "Nah, you're good, dude." He goes, "At least you came up to me and just admitted it instead of like hiding like most people do."
Yeah, no, it's more of acknowledgement. acknowledging and taking accountability. That's what
Yeah,
I know. That's what I gave a shit about more. Like, if it was
yeah,
bad enough, I was gonna smoke you anyways. But if it's not
yeah,
that bad, you just take accountability. Like, it's over
yeah. I remember quite a few smokings, and it was from that other man directly.
then.
But
Dude, at that
yeah.
point, I was
So
just tired. I was so
yeah,
fucking tired of everything.
yeah. But you guys helped me out because I think Anthony got sent home the day prior. Because remember when we were leaving, and it was like groups. So
Oh yeah,
I was on the very last group with PSG, the last flight. Because that was the day they shot the missiles at us, and we didn't even realize until it was like too late that they shot missiles at us.
yeah. Well,
It's a crazy thing. It's just like, ooh, well, thank God that was there. 'Cause I would even known.
I was sitting
But
on the tarmac, and I got like I had a front row seat to it. I I'm thoroughly convinced that if that C Ram wasn't there, it would have killed me and the
wasn't it like
lieutenant
three or
that
four?
dude, it was a cluster because it was shot off the back of a car. Like, there's still a news story on it, but it was like
Yeah, we
five or
would have got
six,
cooked. I was dead. And
right
I was
over
right
the
near the
top of
plane
it though.
too.
Dude, yeah,
'Cause
we were sitting right in on the tarmac, right next to the plane, right next to the fueling station.
yeah, we'd have been dead. That's crazy when I think about that. I'm like, yeah, I really almost got blown up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's fucking, it's wild because I was like, dude, I would have been cooked, like on fire, fucking just would have been a
I
lot
mean,
of us.
same thing with Abbey Gate. If we would have been there a little longer, we would have been probably like, you know,
Dude, I don't know. I was asleep until it happened, and then I didn't wake up fully for like another hour after.
yeah, because everyone was sleeping. That's why you guys are all sleeping. I was on that fucking worst shift
Yeah, we were
because I
coming
think
off of this. It was like what it
ECP
was.
because we had a late night. That was the same night that we were talking about earlier about
Oh
us
yeah,
going down
yeah,
to
yeah,
Abbey Gate. So we were
yeah,
up all fucking night. Because do you remember us taking the picture on top of
yep,
the truck?
yep,
Uh,
yep, yep.
yeah, I remember that was the night hearing the prayer for the first time, and that literally sent chills down my spine because
Oh,
remember
the call
we were
for
whispering to
prayer.
each other. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
the
were
call
whispering
for
to each
prayer.
other, and I remember that thing popped up, and like I don't really get scared much, right? I would say that like hearing that like made the hairs in my neck stand because I remember you guys told me that it was an hour earlier than it should be because then we got like worried because we thought we were gonna be under attack. Um, Hearing that and there's a dead silence, and as soon as the prayer ended, the gunshot started right back.
Yep.
It
It was
was
Saint. I'm pretty sure it was PSG that was saying they were an hour early
yeah.
because I was like, "Are you sure it's an hour early, or is it just your fucking geriatric eyes?"
I mean, dude, he's been in since like the invasion of Iraq, if I'm not mistaken.
Dude,
Man's
yeah.
old. Man's old, bro.
He I've had so many platoon sergeants at this point, I get it confused on where each one was. But I had one that I want to get on, and he jumped into Iraq, and oh
So he's
my God.
173rd.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
173rd.
He was there for like a couple months before, and he went straight into the scout platoon.
Yeah. You know what's funny too? You remember Doc Rios was walking around with a screwdriver in his fucking kit.
Yeah, dude.
He was desperately trying to get a license plate off these trucks, but they were like dead bolted on. So I
Oh
remember we'd
yes, I
sit
remember
there.
this.
Yeah, we'd sit there on the fucking truck, try to get the plate off. Fuck, no, can't. We keep going, but I think they were telling us we can't be taking shit, right? They were cracking down on us for that.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
if someone walked by, he'd get up. This,
I got that homemade knife that I had kept on the in my tack bag. I
yeah.
ended up coming home with it, and that thing has like an Aramaic print in it, but I'm not
Ooh.
convinced that it wasn't used to kill people because it's got like the cuts in the metal. Like, this is an actual. like well-made homemade
Blade.
knife,
Yeah.
and the metal is cut and bent in places like it was hitting bone. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. I
yo,
mean, it definitely probably was. Do you remember that the A&A helmet I took? It was like a
no.
fucking. I took an A&A helmet. It was like ACH with
Okay.
they cut the rails. They put rails on
Oh
there.
yes, 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 yes,
They
yes,
gave me
yes,
that
yes.
hex print with that the toxic. I still
Yeah.
have that one, the broken chin strap and everything. That's my little trophy from Afghanistan. I still have some of the patches and shit like that I took from over there.
Oh yeah, I got those.
Yeah, and I still have that Cayman, that high cut. I
Dude,
still
so
say,
were you how I'm trying to think of, do you remember anything else? Like were you uh well, not were you? Do you remember patrolling like across the people while we were waiting for the birds to come in and ex or evacuate? Dude, that's the one that I see the most is like the people sitting there in the scorching heat, desperate as fuck, just lined up. It wasn't shoulder to
mm,
shoulder at all times, but like it was enough to where I can remember it.
dude, like I used to get nervous being around them. Like not even trying to sound racist, but like I was like, oh, these
That's what I
motherfuckers are
was
gonna
gonna
blow up on
say.
me, dude. They're gonna blow up on me, dude.
That's what I was
Cause
gonna
we could
say,
remember we
dude.
couldn't we couldn't check the females and the guys would come dressed as women too. And you can't like lift up your fucking mask unless we find your guy.
Dude, it took me uh like not intervention, but it took me therapy and months to be around my children again because of how much like how many kids I saw get taken, how many kids I saw just dead, how many how many bodies we had to move, how many bodies we just had to interact with in general, like a lead, a lead, alive, dead, injured, mangled.
You know,
Like,
even like the body parts on the ground and shit like that, hands and feet and shit.
yeah, people are talking about like, for instance, there's situations like where Stenny was trying to help this kid who had his arm was chopped by the guy with the machete, and he's trying to hold on to his arm that's just barely hanging on. And then we got the other kid who got shot in the shoulder, just out of nowhere gets shot in the shoulder.
You know,
And
like, yo,
then,
there'd be stray bullets that hit nearby out of nowhere, and you don't know where the fuck it came from
well, yeah, and then
because the ROE was fucking stupid.
you have where that kid had a gun and then the he got blasted in the face. And then they brought him to us after he got shot. We're like, "Oh, he needs help." I think he ended up
That's
surviving
not. I
too.
shouldn't lie. Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a trauma
It was like,
response. You're fine.
yeah. But yeah, I remember talking to Stinny about that because me and Stinny we still talk this day. I love Stinny. He's out the army. He's a firefighter now. I'm happy
Dude, I
for him.
saw that. I need to get him on.
Yeah,
Him, Pete, and some other people, they want to come and do it in person. So that's why I'm trying to set up in person. I just need to get a new camera and
dude.
I'm getting like couches off of
Dude, we should do one. I like if we can get as much people on one call at once. I would love to do that. I would just most likely have to be on a weekend because that's when I'm most free for me at least.
fuck yeah,
I feel
dude.
like weekends are good for people, and we can get like a good call and
And when
stuff.
you come back, we can do the call. And when you come back, you can do in person.
Yeah, I would love to travel down there, just do it in person.
You could do in person. I have a shit ton of chickens in the backyard. Chickens, ducks,
Want me to be Puerto
geese.
Rican? I'll hold the chicken during the whole interview.
Dude, I'm trying to get the garden going. Like I did an interview with my wife today that the only reason I'm not going to use it is because the audio's fucked up. But like we
Yeah.
were holding our baby chickens and they're like little they're expensive little chickens that when they grow up we can sell for like 100 plus. But they're just these little pom-poms and they're so fucking cute, dude.
And I'm happy to see that you found like I think something that brings you joy and stuff like that. Or like the
Oh
way
yeah,
I can
dude.
envision it. for me, how I view it for you, I guess, right? Is like, yeah, they're fucking chickens, right? But I feel like you taking care of them like kind of heals you in a sense. Like when you think about those
100%.
children, in a sense, those chickens are your children or the children you can help, so you do your best to keep them good. Because I know you're doing a lot more better health wise now too. Because I
Yeah.
remember your spine, you couldn't even turn your head for a while and
Dude,
shit
it
because
was
it
rough.
was yeah. So I'm happy to see that you're doing a lot better. I'm scared to get out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm terrified, right?
Should
But
be.
like
It's rough in the streets, man.
yeah, I'm actually don't plan on going back home. Uh I'm probably gonna move to a different state.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna fucking figure it out.
Natty
Uh
guard. Natty guard so that way you have stable income in case you need to go active duty and balance out.
yeah.
Uh,
But can I do
don't.
that?
Yeah, dude,
I don't know if they'll let me do that if
you can
and
go
you can add me
natty
as a
guard
guard?
and get out. Yeah, and just as long as you have a place of residence, you can go natty guard. Uh, fuck, dude. Look for some place down south like North Carolina or Alabama where
I'm
property
probably gonna move to the
values
West Coast, honestly. I'm
to the
thinking
West Coast. I don't
I'm
think
not
you
going
have
to
the
California, don't
budget.
worry. Don't no, I'm not gonna live in the city like that. But
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking either Washington, Oregon, or like Arizona or like New Mexico.
And then doing what?
I think it's funny enough because I thought about this. I used to give haircuts, well, not haircuts, but razor blade cuts in
Okay.
OSIT. So I was like, yo, I'm actually pretty good at this. 'Cause I'd make money. So I'd sit there, I'd break the blade, have the little blade. I'm like lining their hair up. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because not the racist, but like black people or Hispanic people, we love our hair like looking
Yeah,
like
having a
good.
lineup.
Typical.
Yeah.
So I remember I'd sit there just like, and I was like, yo, I'm pretty fucking good. So I'd make money until I got caught. Because I remember one day I'm sitting there, I'm just doing my shit, and then I ain't hear the door open behind me, but the drill sergeant was behind me. He goes, "Damn, that's actually a pretty good job." And I was like, "Oh shit!" And my dumb ass turned around. I still put the blade behind my back, like he just not to see it with my hand. I'm like, he goes, "I'm gonna give you guys 10 minutes to get the fuck to your racks. Or I'm gonna fuck everyone up." And that was the last of my cut. That was the last of my cut here. So I'm thinking about going to barber school as
Okay.
like a side job. Plus, barbers make really good money these days, like which is crazy. They make like
They
I know barbers make
can.
like 19. Yeah, I know barbers make like 1900 in like a
Yeah.
week.
I
So
would make
like
sure that the area you're going to has a high.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would live close to the city or live in the city because I know I'm doing my VA shit like that too when I started,
Yeah.
and I know I'll be pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
wise, I have a lot of shit. I have a lot of shit on my medical records, so
No, you should,
that'll
man.
help.
You did a lot of shit.
And yeah, you know how weird it felt PCSing here as a specialist, and I had like 3 badges, my deployment patch. Like the art Fort Bragg is like one of those places where that's so common. 3, 4, that's normal shit. And I didn't realize every other place is not like Fort Bragg.
100%. It's
So
fucking weird.
yeah, when I got here, I was rubbing shoulders with like E9s, not E9s, but like first sergeants and master sergeants and like E7s. They'd say, "Come with me," like when we're in processing together and shit like that. Or you need anything, I got you. Just
Yeah.
because of that,
Yeah.
like. I wear it not like as like a flex, but more of a it helps me get things I need. I use it to use people. Sounds fucked up, but it's true. Sometimes you need like shit to get done, and they see that shit and like, oh, cool. Here, let me help you. Actually, blah blah. Like when I was getting my CNA approved, um, the E7, he goes, "Is that a CAB?" I was like, "No, it's a CIB." He goes, "Oh, dude, that's fucking cool. Like, hey, what you need?" Like, helps me
Yeah.
out. So I use it for just
Bro,
helping me.
you're good. You
Yeah,
don't have to sit here and explain it. I get it.
yeah,
Everyone's trying
but
to get an advantage. You're just using yours.
yeah, but yeah, it's such a weird feeling though, because in my company there's like E7s I've never deployed,
Yeah.
and
Sorry.
they
Yeah.
all it's weird. And I went to BLC out here, So VOC in Hawaii is pretty fucking cool, mind you. I remember one day, our instructors were really great. He asked a question. He's like, "All right," it was like one of those scenario questions.
Okay.
He's like, "All right, so at your tables." And mind you, I'm at my table, and this other guy who's infantry as well. Well, I used to be infantry. He's infantry currently. Other table.
Okay.
He went to Iraq with Fort Carson, and I went to Afghanistan with y'all. And they go, all right. So here's a scenario: you go out on patrol, and one of you guys gets shot and dies. And that's your best friend. Well, that's one of your soldiers' best friend, and he's losing it. Like, what's your response, right? And then he goes, I'm gonna give you guys like 15 minutes to discuss it. And this was like the first time I feel like second time I feel like I had like a trauma response.
Okay.
So I remember I sat there. I wasn't really gonna discuss anything, right? I didn't want to be honest, right? And this girl, she's intel smart, right? She's at the end table. There's only like five, six people at the table. And she goes, well, I think none of us here have the experience, what's it called, of deploying. And then she looks at me, so like, would you mind telling us like like what you would do? And I was like, I remember like that little scratchy feeling in your throat when you try not to cry.
Hmm.
I remember I started sitting there and I was like, and then I started thinking about August 26th and shit like that too. And it kind of like got blurry at that moment. Not like I was gonna pass out, but just what I said. And then I had to walk outside and like take a fucking think I started fucking crying profusely and shit like that. And then I came back in a class, and then I was kind of just giving like encouragement about like how real the job really gets.
Yeah.
We all joke around, laugh, ha ha, he he. Some people never deploy; they don't know how serious it can it can flip into and shit like that.
Yeah. Well, that's why I
And
reference my first squad leader. Like he was a a product of the war when it was shit hot. So he was
Mhm.
still like hopping down your throat because he knew the worst of war and wanted to prepare you for that scenario. So it wasn't that he was a terrible sergeant. He was great for preparing for people for fucking war. It's
Yeah,
just I don't agree with all the dumbass fucking punishments.
yeah. I mean, that's just the whole fun and toxicity of the infantry, right?
I get it. I mean, I became a sergeant. I get it. You can have fun with it all you want.
Yeah, I used to love fucking with Anthony sometimes. I used to get him to smoke me on purpose. We're at Headers one time, and he's sitting there and he's like, I forget what we're talking about. I used to fucking like, pick at him on purpose just to get him
Okay.
mad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
used to, I used
Yeah.
to rape him. And he goes, yo, do you want to go find your favorite branch or my favorite branch? I'm like, I already found it. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, it's on your chest, U.S. Army, right? And he sat there, he looked at me, he looked down, he started laughing. That's a good one. Start pushing. And
Yeah,
I'm sitting there
dude.
doing push-ups, smiling.
That's the
I used
response
to,
if you get them. If they get you, you're like, fuck you, Bush.
yeah. It was pretty funny
Dude,
though.
you brought up Rios. I talked to him, what was it, yesterday or the day before? And
Hmm.
I forget how articulate he is. How
Yeah.
just fucking like,
How many likewise did you hear? He says likewise a lot. I love when he says that.
oh no, even in text message it was just so articulate that I was like,
Yeah.
yo, is this guy writing in AI? What is this?
Yo, chat, is this real?
Chat, yeah, chat, is this real? No, dude.
Gee, yeah, I love Sam.
Oh yeah, dude, he's fucking
Doc
awesome.
Rios is like the best ever, in my opinion. I've ever worked with. Like for me, it's him.
He's
He would,
he's yeah, he's the best learned one that I've ever seen. And I said learned because dude did not stop learning the entire time. He was just always after more medical information and how to better train. And that was even before we even went to, wait, no, was it before Afghanistan? I just remember Doc always talking about learning new medical procedures or having to train for this all the time. And I was
I
like,
remember I did the MPA. He did my MPA. That shit fucking hurt. That shit hit my brain, in
it's
my nose.
supposed to
I was
hurt.
like, yeah, that was not. I'll never forgive him for that one. But yeah,
Oh,
he was great though.
he
I
didn't give
remember
you
that
enough
shit hurt.
lube.
Dude, it just felt like he just fucking stuck a fucking rusty ass screwdriver up my fucking nose. That's how fucking painful that shit felt. It felt like it was touching my brain. 'Cause I remember, like, for days,
Yeah.
I'm just like, because there was some lube on it. I'm just puking, not puking. I'm coughing up lube from the back of my throat from that
Hell
shit getting
yeah.
pushed back there for days. And
What?
yeah, he was a smart guy. I actually visited him at his house in Massachusetts. I saw his parents. No, I think I saw
Really?
his mom because his dad was on hike. Yeah, so me and him were very close actually. Uh, we actually went to Johanny's Rosario,
Okay.
the girls who passed away. She's from Massachusetts as well.
Yeah.
So me and him actually went to visit her grave together, actually, which is something I like to do anytime I go back up there to pay my respects
Yeah.
and shit. That shit eats me up, a
Dude,
lot when
I
I.
would do this stuff if my finances weren't being corrected. There was how do I put this? There was some things that I weren't that I weren't that I was not aware of, and it had to be consolidated, and I'm almost done paying it off, but once we're done with that, dude, then we'll be able to do all this outreach stuff, like the veteran outreach and getting more into the community and talking to more people.
Yeah.
So sorry, I just like I like
Oh, no,
talking
that's
about
fine.
it
That's fine.
because it is exciting and it's something to look forward to. Um,
Mhm.
to one, get the fuck out of debt and to to be able to interact more with the community because I'm not just talking out of my ass. Like I used to go and do the 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 ruck marches, which were basically like weighted bar hops. Um, it was the Vet Tech 22 or Hike for 22, the Silky March. That
Mhm.
shit. I have the sunburn. Dude, the sunburn was legendary. But I borrowed Loudon's Alice pack for it.
No,
And
dude, I forgot. I forgot about Loudon.
yeah, I had to wash it like 3 times to get the Gatorade out of it.
Yeah, that's just. I'm like curious of where my life's gonna go when I get out. Like I'm nervous, don't get me wrong, right? I'm not scared because in a sense, like since remember 'cause I used to be homeless, there was a period of time where I was just like, nowhere stable before the army.
Well, don't
And
don't ever don't worry about being homeless because if you're ever
oh
in that
yeah, I don't think I
situation,
am.
just come here.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
fuck
no,
around. Just
I
come
have places
here.
to go. I'm just saying in the sense of like, I'm nervous to initially go ahead and
Oh, it's a lot
take
of
this.
freedom, a lot of
Yeah,
freedom at once, and it's overwhelming as fuck.
yeah. I feel like I'm gonna struggle with um the regulating back into it, just like Afghanistan. Because I remember when I came back, but real quick, do you remember when I got used for a photo op and I found out I was posted on the 82nd page, the Instagram page
I think
in
so.
Kuwait?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And I remember
Because
Doc Rios, he came up to me, he goes, "Bro, you're famous." I'm like, "What are you fucking talking about?" He
oh
goes, "Bro,
yes,
yeah." I was
yes.
like, "What are you talking about?"
Because I
Because
kept following you going.
because because I forget his name, Sergeant Major Pitt. I remember because remember the defect. I used to love the coffee in the morning, right? And I'm sitting there and I see this fucking lady like in the corner of the defect with a camera facing me, and I'm like, all right. And he comes over my shoulder like a fucking creep. He goes, "Hey, Diaz," and I'm like, and I sat there. I remember the picture. I'm sitting there, I'm smiling, I'm looking down. He said some dumb shit
Oh
to me.
yes.
He was like, "I like that top. Where'd you get it?" And I was like, "RFI." And he's like, "I might redeploy the whole division just so I can get one." And I'm like, "All right, bro." I just woke up. I'm trying to drink my coffee and get my fucking day started while you go sit with your AC, bro.
He's the
And
same
I
one that came through the south gate in the Hiluxes, and then when they stopped to check in with us, he gave us like a 5 minute spiel on why we
oh, I
shouldn't do
remember that.
cocaine.
I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah, I remember. Oh my God.
I was like,
Yeah,
are
he
you
goes.
fucking serious
No,
right
no, no,
now?
no, no. It wasn't. Don't do cocaine. It wasn't. It was don't do cocaine unless laced with fentanyl. That's what it was.
That's what it was, dude.
Yeah, 'cause I remember he said there. He goes, "Yeah, remember if you're gonna do cocaine, just make sure it's not laced with fentanyl." I'm like, "You must have an experience, don't you, Sergeant Major?"
Yeah, because you
I remember
kept
that whole. I can't believe I forgot about that. I was like, fentanyl. Like what?
Yeah, because I was trying to smoke a cigarette under the tower, and they came up and I had to crush the cigarette, and I was like, I just lit that, you bitch.
Yeah, because that was the control point where it had that weird room built into the wall where there was cameras on the outside. Remember all the cameras were smashed and you could
Yep.
see the other shit. Because I remember that. I can't believe I forgot about that. That shit was fucking hilarious.
That's one of the
You remember that?
gates where we spent the night waiting on the State Department,
Oh
and
yeah, those
they never
fucks.
showed up, and we ended up using the mortars LT
Oh,
to
the
pat
female
down
one.
female.
I forget her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember her
Uh,
name either.
I think it was like Lieutenant Gabriel. I remember. But
That's
yeah, I
it.
remember. It was because
Yep,
it was
that's
that
it.
and that dumbass Sellers. You remember Sellers, the country kid who was fucking. That dude was dumb as a fucking rock. He's
I
like, shit, I
remember
don't
him.
know. But
Dude, I
yeah, I
just
remember
remember
that.
the LT because she was super smart.
Yeah, I hated how she tried to sound like a guy a little too much. Like, yeah, I that some of that shit used to make me laugh. And you know, what's something I'm crazy I just thought about my
What?
ADHD. It was I think you're gone at this point. It was my last rotation into JRTC. I was in third platoon. Two people in my platoon, cowards, somehow finagled their way to get scratched off the jump. So it's just me and the commander at the jump. And I remember seeing this, like I was like, I ain't know, like I was shocked, right? It's not to
Yeah,
shit on nobody. It's a dude just fucking brolic ass fucking arms, right? That hair out of rags. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, a little
yeah.
cut. And he had tits. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, all right, I was like, to each their own. But I'll never forget that because I was like, God damn. And I remember that was one of the worst jumps I ever had. Not land wise, but pre jump wise, because my ruck was way over the amount it should be for my body
Yeah,
weight. And I was a second jumper. So commander's in front of me. Do you remember his name was Captain Horror?
yeah.
He's in front of me, and I'm the cinder like this. I could not stand up, and
Is
my
it
back was.
that big, like 7 foot tall white captain?
I don't. No, he wasn't tall. He was like
Okay,
baby faced.
okay.
But I remember like I'm sitting there like yo, my fucking back. Because remember I had back issues because I got injured.
No,
In
I remember.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Um. And I remember just fucking, I'm like, please, let's get me the fuck off this plane. You know how many times the jump will be like that when you're nervous and it turns to just anger. You just want to get the fuck out.
Yeah, you're like, don't tell me shit. I'm not getting up.
I remember I didn't jump off the plane. I fell off the plane.
Yeah,
I, my legs fly up and I'm sitting there. First time my whole career, I closed my eyes. I'm just like, please, 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 please. And it opened up. And I remember hitting the ground. I was like, thank God. I landed in the fucking thorn bush. So there's thorns all throughout my fucking hands and part of my neck.
Oh,
And I'm just picking him up, pissed off. I'm all mad. It's like, bleeding everywhere.
yeah.
And me and him are going. And I remember they had the CDS bundle, CDL bundle, what the fuck it's called, on the
Okay.
ground. And this was the funniest shit I've seen on the jump. This guy comes in, yo, smacks the fucking bundle. His legs hit the bundle, lands on top, and gets fucking dragged off into the fucking darkness. And me and the commander, we look at each other. He goes, There's people here. They'll help him. Let's go. I'm like, all
Oh
right.
shit.
Like, fuck that guy, I guess. And we just walked off. But
Dude.
you remember Kuwait? Like, do you remember Kuwait?
Dude, I don't want to remember Kuwait, but yes, I do.
I no, I enjoyed Kuwait. I was happy. Besides like the medical shit, because I remember my face got infected in Afghanistan
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I get ingrowns. That's
yeah.
partially why I'm leaving the army because the whole beard thing is like I have a shame profile, so like my beard is come back, right? But they're taking
Okay.
people out.
Why don't you explain it? Because I don't know.
So
Well,
policy
here,
dropped recently.
here, hold on. Let's take like 2 minutes so I can get a drink real quick and take a piss.
Yeah, I'm gonna run downstairs and grab a drink as well. It'll be two
All right.
seconds.
Oh,
Amen.
what's
Hey, I have a
up?
surprise. I have a surprise for you real quick.
What's up?
Come here, come on. Oh, look who it is. I still got him after everything. Oh, where is it? Oh,
Pablo,
Pablo, what the hell? I can't. Hey,
the the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour.
he's still fucking fat as shit, dude.
He's
Or I'm gonna let him
huge.
know. He's getting mad at me.
I remember when he was tiny.
Oh yeah. Remember I used to bring him to work?
I do.
First R&D, I remember when he was acting first R, he was like, Diaz, if you don't bring your cat to work, I'm gonna fuck you up. No, it wasn't him. It was you were gone. His name's Roy Whittington. He was a bad guy, but he was great first R. He told me, he goes, Diaz, if you don't bring your cat to work, I'm gonna fuck you up. And I swear to God, I will fuck you up. So every Friday, everyone had dogs. I'm the only guy walk around with my cat.
Did you get a leash for it? Did you make
Yeah,
it
I had a little
interesting?
harness for him.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd carry
dude.
around. People were like, "Yo, where's Pablo?" Like, I always loved Pablo because remember, I used to bring him to barracks parties too. I don't know if you ever
Yeah,
remember me doing that,
yeah, I
but
do.
you see Pablo in the back, this minding his business.
Bro,
But
Pablo was the original meme kitty.
yeah, dude, that was I enjoyed my time at Rag overall. Like, I have so many stories I just think back about. Do you remember this guy? His name's Vienna. Do you remember him? The little yeah, he sucks. Anyways, uh, Oliver, like John Oliver is the best storyteller, one of the best
Okay.
ones I know because he makes it funny.
You're gonna
So
have to
I remember,
shoot me his info after this. I want to hear it.
I think he lives in New York, right? But he's telling me because we're in the field, right? And I
Okay.
forget, because I was a senior specialist at that point, right? I'm over here like doing something else, and he tells me, remember Sergeant Orr?
Mm-hmm.
So he's driving and fucking he's ground guiding Vienna. Like, all right, come on, come on. And Vienna's not listening. He hits on Orr with the Humvee a little bit. And then he tells me all he hears like screaming in the back. And it's just Vienna flipping out because he hits on Orr. He goes, dude, you hit me, dog. You fucking hit me. It's like that's how fucking Oliver says it. And he says fucking Vienna's just fucking screaming, panicking because he hits on Orr. I'm like, dude, you fucking suck.
Isn't he the
I-
one that went on TikTok and told,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you.
tell it. I want to hear it again.
I will admit something right now for everyone to see. I don't care. I'm the one that started the memes about him because they were looking for who made him.
Here.
I'm like, I had no fuck. I
I'll
have
put
no.
it, I'll put it
I don't
right
care.
here. I'll put it right here.
Right there. Yeah, I do not care. I'm the one that made the memes. I started the memes about him. I was like, he
You'll
was
have to
getting
send it to
mad.
me after this so I can attach it to it. That'll be funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you all the memes I have of him. But yeah, I hope I didn't delete them. But I was going on a rampage. I was like, yes. I had a picture of his ID. I forget someone sent it to me. And I just took that. I'm just throwing it on shit like that. Just making fun of him. And Loki, I wouldn't say bullying because he deserved it. He was like, in my opinion, he was one of the people in the army that you despise, right? Never participates in anything. Doesn't, you don't have to be the fucking best at anything, right? You just have to at least carry your weight, especially in the infantry. And he was just fucking sick call or suddenly or if we're about to go to a field, oh, my wife's sick. Oh, this, that. Like I don't like that, right? Like especially in this job because remember, we had he was fairly new after we got back from Afghanistan.
Yeah.
So I'm already with a sour taste in my mouth because we lost people out there that shouldn't have died, right? Especially with the ROE. Remember the ROE, how they put it was fucking dumb. Like at
Yeah,
that point,
dude,
we might as well get shot.
we didn't even have the right to protect ourselves.
Yeah, like oh, this get shot and oh well. So people like him piss me off because I'm like, what are you gonna do when if we get spun up again and I get fucking shot? Are you gonna sit there? Oh, I can't. I have this, I have that. Like, you know, I understand with that one, that one person I'm not gonna name. Like, I understood partially what he would do to me, right? But he took it too far, obviously. Like, I understand. 'Cause I remember one day I got told I was worse than Lance and Matney combined. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
It's all
but
good,
anyways,
man.
back to the whole Vienna thing. Yeah, it was me though. I'm guilty. I admit it right now for the internet to see. I'm the one that made the memes. Like it's the equivalent to Jersey Shore. Who wrote the note? It was me.
Dude, I want to know who was running the freaking Fancy Bear page.
I don't know.
That
That
shit
one,
was
I don't
fucking
know.
funny.
I was sending him the shit. I'm the one that sent him the shit too.
Dude, who was it?
Okay, can I miss
There
some too?
was one that was shitting on the doc who got the face tats. He got kicked out for face tats.
Yeah, he was supposed to be my medic. He was supposed to be first. He was in first platoon, I heard.
Yep. He was my medic and I had to kick him out.
Yeah, I remember that guy. I never worked with him. He seemed pretty chill, not stable, but chill. I
No,
can't like really talk about him because I don't know him, so I'm sure he was bad. But
he thought that his music was going to take off.
yeah,
And I don't know how he's doing because he blocked me on everything because he thought I snitched on him when I didn't do anything. I just existed and the situation unfolded as it was going to.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, I remember seeing that TikTok interview thing, and I was like, how fucking stupid are you? Like, there's the whole OPSEC thing, which things you can and cannot get into, right? But he was talking this a whole lot of nothing, which is the most funny part.
Yeah, dude.
He was like, what was it? He was like, oh, they gave us
Cold weather gear.
the cold weathers. We're going to Iraq. I'm like, what are you what? Like, and I'm
Yeah.
just sitting there watching this, and the funniness was that morning. I remember vividly is when he got caught, right? Because they were looking for a reason to kick him out of platoon because he was just fucking useless.
Yeah.
And I remember we had a ruck at what's that one place off Bragg Boulevard where we sometimes do rucks and shit.
Area
I
J.
forget. It wasn't Area J. I'm talking. We went off. It
Area
was like civilian
K.
ruck. I don't fucking know, dude. It was somewhere off post, way off post, like down
Oh,
Bragg
you're
Boulevard.
saying off post?
Yeah. So I remember we did the ruck, right? He came last as always. Uh, we go and that thing pops out, and everyone knows about this video, but no one says a thing to him. We all know he's about to get kicked out. He's about to get in trouble. Articles. We're sitting there, and then we're in the little conference room, right?
Yeah.
Because they pull us in for the whole thing because he was in our platoon. So like, all right, I'm sure you guys seen this video circulating around. Well, before that happened, before I forget, I want to get off like sequence. Was we're sitting there, we all know what's happening. He's fucked, but no one he doesn't know. He's the only one that doesn't know what we do. And me and Oliver we're sitting there at the desk getting the 5988s ready because it's a Monday. And here, oh fuck, because they're like, Vienna, come to the office now. He's like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. And I remember, you know how bad I was. I was always
Oh
like
yeah.
unserious, laughing.
Oh
So
yeah.
I started sitting there like laughing really fucking hard because I'm like, this dude's fucked. And we're in the conference room. He's like, how many of you have seen this fucking video circulating around? At first, no one's raising a hand, and I'm like this, and other people start raising, other people start raising a hand because I'm not. I think it was Earth that found it.
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, I remember that shit, and I was like, what the fuck? And I remember I sent it to Fancy Bear. A lot of times, I'm gonna admit, when like one of the craziest things is, the don't bring my pizza, the pizza to the land nav site.
I hadn't seen that one, no.
No, you definitely seen it when the Sergeant Major, the Red Devil Sergeant Major, like,
Yes,
do
yes, yes,
not
yes,
bring.
yes, yes.
Listen,
Yes.
I sent that video to Fancy Bear. I sent it and he posted it. And then it took off and went viral, but it wasn't my video though, too. That's the funny part. It was that one LT's video. Because I was there, Ray was there. I actually have another part of the video too. I've never sent to Fancy Bear. Like after of the private coming back, getting more pizza. This other private getting pizza coming out of the land nav, and he grabs the pizza and everyone's telling him to fucking run. And he ran off into the woods, and Sergeant Major comes back out looking for his ass. Where the fuck is he? And
What
everyone's like, "Who?"
what a goofball.
Yeah, but I what was I talking about? Fuck yeah. I'll send those memes. I'm gonna give you those memes for you can edit, put them in there. I don't care if you go one by one by one. One
Hell
of
yeah, dude.
my favorite ones I did was the Spider-Man when he's looking up at the billboard.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
like Tony Stark is like his face, I see it everywhere. I did that. I put his picture up there. And I think I have to re-download WhatsApp because I don't have WhatsApp anymore because I we have to use Signal now, which is stupid. Uh, so I have to see if I'm even able to find those chats and fucking pull them back up to
Oh
see if I have those
yeah.
memes. If I can't find them on my phone, I think I still have them, but I don't know. I
All
also think I
right.
may have deleted them. But
You good, man.
yeah, it was some funny times. We used to have some moments of laughing and shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I
You
used
had
to.
to. It was the only way to stop the suicidal depression.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, I just remember we were talking about beards.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you look like you got an okay looking one.
it's coming in again 'cause I shaved it last week or earlier this week, I should say. So the policy came out. Uh, I mean, you know me, I've always been very outspoken, so I don't give a fuck,
Always.
right? Uh, Set Def came out, doesn't like beards. National Guard guy, don't like beards. Cool. Um, so now, in a sense, people as myself who get like bad ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
And me experiencing the worst of it when my face was getting discolored
Yeah.
and infected in Afghanistan because I had to keep shaving. And Doc Rios gave me a shame profile. I said, "You not don't fucking shave no more. I don't care." 'Cause he always cares. One thing I love about Sam is he always cared about all of us, and he
Well,
wouldn't
yeah,
give a fuck.
each person is an individual. You can't treat them
Mhm.
just like a number. Yeah, no, that's how it should be. Sorry, I cut you off. That's
Yeah.
my fault.
Oh no, it's okay. So he even told me I wasn't giving no more blood after I had that seizure when I collapsed. He's like, "You're not giving blood no more." Uh,
Yeah.
he always I remember he's like a you remember like an older brother. He's always yelling at me because remember I wouldn't eat
Yeah.
like a lot because I have issues eating in the mornings, so I wouldn't eat before PT. He goes, "Did you fucking eat?" He goes, you're gonna eat this, this, and this, and I want proof that you're eating this, this, and this,
Yeah,
and
dude.
stuff like that. So no, I love him. I love him to death. Um, so back to the beard thing, right? Is now all the people, which is primarily a certain group of
Yep,
people
I know.
of, I don't
Yeah.
care. I'm gonna say it straight. I think it's a race thing because think about the bigger issues people have. You can't stand a formation for 15 minutes. You got people way overweight, people like that, and their whole bullshit's the seal. It's not the fucking seal. We know why. You know what I mean? Because that shit's got disproven that
Well, I think you're hot. You're hot, but you're off mark. I think the number of people abusing the
mhm.
system, like by the system I mean the medical beard, I think the number of people abusing it is rising so significantly that they have to
Yeah.
put a cork on it. And the only way to do that right now is to be like, okay, no altogether until we can figure out a solution.
I
Because I
think what they
mean,
should have done
go ahead.
is have people show that they have a thing because we have a there was a thing came out. Sorry for interrupting you. With a shaving card, right?
No, you're good.
I feel like I feel like out of everything, I understand it's HIPAA violation, but like for something like that, I feel like you should be allowed to check. Oh, you actually have this? Cool, right? That's the only thing. Everything else, no, I don't care, right? But the whole beard thing is like I think you should obviously be able to verify it because there was this one white guy I work with kind of. He's in another company, but we see each other.
Uh-huh.
Um, bro
I
had a whole
had one.
beard. Yeah, he had a whole beard. I was like, oh, he must be a Viking, right? Like that's a religion now, right? I don't care. And then we had to be clean shaven on Monday, and this is so fucked up, right? Because everyone in that room, minus the exception of about two or three like individuals, were black and Hispanic,
Yeah.
right? And they had a first sergeant come in who has no nothing teaching us how to shave. We had a shaving class, and then we're like, all right, you are shaving, and tomorrow you're gonna show up clean shaven, and we're gonna start the process. Because now it's like from 12 to 24 months, if you still have a medical profile, because permit's gone,
Yeah.
you can get an admin separated from the military,
Yep.
which is
I
like,
I had to do that to two or three people.
yeah. So I was like, whatever. You know, I
Yeah.
have my beard. I already know my leadership is cool, and I'm getting out the military, so I'm gonna keep it. But back to that the white guy, right? He shaved. I'm like, oh, I thought you were a Viking. He goes, no, I never had a profile. I just fucking no one questioned me, and I just had the beard the whole time. And I was like, bro, you know what? I can't get mad. That's a go. I would have I never second guessed him. I was like, oh, he's a Viking, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, that's cool, dude. Fuck it.
What a fucking
Yeah,
G. That's so
yeah.
fucking funny.
His beard was huge,
Uh,
and yeah, no one second guessed him. But
well, all
I
right.
think it's stupid.
Sorry, go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I think it's stupid. But hey, you know what? I'm getting out. You know, I think I've overstayed my time in the army.
Really?
You know, yeah, I think I don't have a love for it no more, right?
Yeah.
You know, that passion, I lost that spark. You know, I've came
Yeah.
across individuals in my career that just took that spark from me, kind of. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't regret it, right? I don't regret ever because, I would never met you, right? You were like
Hey.
my you were like my first mentor, right? Because before people started getting swapped around to different squads and shit,
Yeah.
um, because Anthony came to our platoon right before Afghanistan. But I was on details with you all the time. Remember that?
Yeah,
So
dude.
yeah, they'd always say me and you, right? And me and Zach were always good. I love Zach. I was talking to him a few weeks ago on FaceTime. I always try to talk to him every now and then. I tried to call and check up on him on 26th, but he didn't answer.
He's
But
always
no one
playing
answered.
Rust, dude. He's always playing Rust.
Yeah.
If you can't get him, it's because he's playing Rust. Like he was playing Rust competitively. Huh. He was playing Rust competitively, but he's not
Yeah.
now because he's focusing on school right now. And speaking
But
of
yeah,
that, I'm doing a criminal justice major with a focus on
ooh,
cyber crime. I was gonna do well, I did a boot camp for software engineering, like full stack, and I was gonna do software engineering as my full degree. But dude, everything was telling me that like AI was gonna take over uh what I was trying to do in software engineering. And I just got out of there and was like, I'm gonna get a criminal justice major, and if I need a cyber focus, I'll just focus on that later down the road. This is too much.
yeah. I'm
But
happy to see you guys doing good, man. This is fucking. That's a great. Tally has
it
kids.
this is just fun, man. I literally um what was it? I used to stream Twitch, like just playing video games because I still play video games.
Yeah, we played a
Uh
game of Call of Duty together. I was following you guys. You guys carried me the whole thing. I didn't get one kill. Y'all just following the people, and I was like, all right, here I am.
there if you have Discord, there's a Discord with like a bunch of us that still
I'm in
play.
it. I'm in your
Oh yeah.
Discord.
Oh dude, what the fuck? What the fuck?
I just these days, so last year was a hard time for me.
Yeah.
A lot of bad shit happened to me last year. I'm still feeling the effect of that. One thing was I lost my cousin last year.
Oh yeah.
Um, so my cousin, funny enough, well, I don't know if you can see it, but that's probably can't a little bit, right? That's part's going on necklace, right?
He's
He
a
raised
handsome
me,
man.
yeah, he raised me as a kid, right? Like my childhood, everything who I am today,
Yeah.
started off because of him. So he passed away on, I want to say it was either June 26th or June 30th. I remember I got the call from my sister, and I remember I hung up the phone, and then it just fucking hit me like a fucking like a punch to the fucking face, and I just collapsed and I started crying. I went to his funeral, emergency leave and shit like that. And then that situation, which I'm not going to discuss,
Yeah.
happened as well right after that.
Yeah.
And then on, I think it's July 30th, another bad anniversary was when my house got shot up and my uncle got shot in the head. I don't know if you remember me telling you that story years ago.
Dude, yeah, I forgot all about that.
Yeah, so that was
Holy
this
shit.
that yeah, I was like I think 11-ish when that happened. That was the first time I ever seen a dead body before. Uh like I said, like it was crazy. The whole house just fucking got lit up. Um but those three things were going on, and then August 26th came, and I think I was in a very dark space uh at that time.
Are you in a
So
are you in a safe area now first?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, no, I'm
Okay.
good now. No, I just think,
Jeez, man.
usually I grew up like very resilient to a lot, but there's only so much people can take before they break down, you know what I mean? So like for me, it
100%.
was like four big blows, put me on my ass, but I got back up. I'm good now, right? And I'm still figuring shit out, whatever. I got court next month for a speeding ticket,
I mean,
it's all
as
right.
long as you're still getting, what is it? I always I refer to money as fun tokens, and I'm always like, as long as you're still getting fun tokens and you can still afford to be in the game, you're still playing. So keep going.
Yeah. So like I haven't really been like I game sometimes just like that, but I haven't
Hmm.
really been gaming much because my situation right now, I'm still like looking for an apartment because
Okay.
I have a CNA, but the housing out here is terrible. It's expensive, off post. So I'm staying with my buddy right now, and
Solid choice.
yeah, which is I thank God, he has like a wife and kids, and our other friend he's staying with us too. So it's like all of us in this house, big old family house, which is cool. Um,
Hey
but
man, if it works.
Yeah, it's just housing's fucking crazy right now. Because I remember I called them like last week, week before, like, hey, you guys told me around this time some should open up. They're like, yeah, no, maybe another 4 to 5 months. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll go fuck myself. Whatever.
Dude,
But I don't really game that much because I don't have like an area, I guess, to set up like my old like setup. Because I had like a desk, I had the laptop I'm on right now, my Xbox with one monitor and shit like that. Like my music bar had, it was cool shit. But once I
yeah.
get my own space back, I'm definitely gonna reset up and shit. I think I just been living like more like outside of my home because I used to be very much introvert. I
Yeah.
was always home, right? I didn't really go out much, sometimes I did, but now, I live in Hawaii, right? Look at the beach. You know, but
Yeah. All that.
yeah. So, I go out there and I just take it in because this is my last contract. I've met so many great people here.
Hell yeah,
Funny
dude.
enough, I don't think I've ever met this many other Puerto Ricans in my army career in one collective area. So there's a shit ton of us out here. Uh, Yesterday I was doing something dumb. I mean, I have court next
Okay.
month. I'm still doing dumb shit, but me and my friend, we're leaving the place and we're racing up this back road, turning our lights
Okay.
on and off up the road. So we're just weaving in. You can't see shit. It's pitch black.
Yeah.
On off, on off. He goes off, passes his car, gets in front on. I go off, on. And then he's like, "Oh shit!" He calls me. He goes, "Hey, hold up!" I'm like, "What happened?" He goes, "There's a cop in front of me." So we're doing it the whole time, but there's a cop in front of him, and that cop is probably looking at rear view like, "I'm off duty. Fuck these guys." Because when they're on duty here, they have their lights on for the most part,
Yeah.
so you'll see when a cop's there. So 100%, dude. That dude was just watching us act like fucking idiots last night. But
Was
we're safe. We're good.
is it like a yellow on duty light? Like a taxi
Blue,
cab?
blue.
Blue? Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking
So
about then.
the crazy part about Hawaii, for those who don't know, and whoever may visit, is they have civilian cars because there's not enough cop cars in Hawaii. So you're allowed to equip your own vehicle with a fucking police setup, and they're gonna pay
Hell
for it.
yeah.
So I've seen there's a green SRT that's a
Oh.
cop car. That's a cop car.
That's pretty
You
funny.
know how many people get pulled over because like you just think it's a regular ass car, but the whole time it's a cop?
Yeah. Dude, I'm trying to think. Um when I got out of the army, um I don't know. I was at ooh, there you are. I was like, what happened?
Oh
Um
no, I was grabbing this right here. I still got it.
when I got out, dude, I was so depressed that
Mhm.
like you could see it in my eyes, just fucking death and anger. I don't know. I did a lot of introspection and trying to figure out and work through trauma, but I still get hung up on the Afghan situation, not because of like the death and killing, because that's gonna happen naturally. It's just it felt morally wrong and like just I don't know why I said it like that, but it felt wrong. It felt morally disgusting because it
Hmm.
was such a desperate, dark situation, and there's just
Yeah.
no right answer because like the best answer I can give in most situations is I'm just doing my job.
Yeah. I'm gonna mention something. You can edit this out if you want to. Uh, do you remember when you put the 40 mic and I think it was you into the and it was like a rubber bullet and you just fucking pop somebody in the head with it?
Oh no, that wasn't me.
That wasn't you. I don't
No.
know who it was, but someone just put the 40 mic, the rubber bullet, and just blam somebody in the face. I was like, well, you did not just do that. I got my baton taken away from me, and I didn't even get to use it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I was so mad. That shit made me pissed off. I was like, why can't I get my fucking baton? Because you gave me the baton, and then the next man's like, nope, you're not getting that. And I was like, all right. I'm like,
I think it was
you can
more of
trust
like
me.
they didn't want to be hit with it in case you lost it.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like, listen, I, it was one. I wasn't just gonna pull out a fucking what's it called, baton, start beating people's eyes. I don't have like issues like that. I think it's just like I think I noticed a lot of times out there because I was junior, right? I was really junior. I was still PB two.
Bro,
Uh,
it was just a chaotic, fucked up situation.
yeah. 'Cause I remember when I got promoted in Kuwait to
Uh-huh.
PFC. I remember I thought I was gonna get fucked up because St. George seemed pissed. He was because Diaz outside now.
Oh
I'm
no,
like,
he
oh
does that
fuck.
every time.
Yeah, he's like, oh fuck, I'm about to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Man, and I got promoted.
No,
That was a
he's just coming to cave your chest in.
yeah. Do you remember the karaoke night?
Dude, that was hilarious.
And we got banned from that after I think. You guys have not been.
What part? Dude,
I remember
I tell my
everything.
wife everything, and I was talking to her, and she's like, "Oh, what happened?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I forgot. We were at karaoke, and there was guys singing, and I was dancing with Sanchez, and then he dipped out, and there was just this random other female who happened to
She
be
she was
fairly
dating the
attractive.
guy.
Yeah,
She
I
was
was like,
dating
she
that
was
that she was dating that Red
fairly
Devil soldier.
attractive female, and she started
Yeah.
dancing with me, and then like we danced for probably like a minute or two, and then she went back to her boyfriend, and he was ripping her, just pissed as all get out, and I was like, we were just dancing. It's not that serious.
Yeah, because I remember he was in Red Devils. She was in Red Devils too, and I think he was her fucking squad leader or some sort, team leader.
I don't
And
know, dude. I know they both were
it's
infantry, which blew my
yeah,
mind.
it was hilarious though too, because I remember that, and I'm just sitting there like, for me, whenever like I'm laughing, I find something entertaining, and I'm observing, I just sit there and smile. I'm like,
Dude.
just watching. So I'm just sitting there. I remember she came up to you. She's dancing on you. Do you remember the hot water bottles? Just throwing that shit up in the sky. And shit was like hot. It was like hot too, like piping hot water.
Yeah,
I remember
dude.
the girl
Because it's
on
like
stage.
105 at night.
Yeah. So I remember everyone's just sitting there dancing and shit like that. It felt so
Yeah.
cool. Like I was happy because it's like, yo, we just got back from seeing all that fucked up shit. Great way to decompress. And I remember this National Guard girl was on stage. I'll never forget this because like it was like what the fuck. And she just starts. She's wearing like tight ass like boot camouflage booty shorts and
Oh,
starts shaking her
yes.
ass on the stage. And I was like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. Y'all were going crazy because people were twerking. Dude,
Oh
and
wait,
I'll say it. I'll say it. The amount of people fucking was insane. The amount of
Rolando.
people. Yo, chill. Now I've got to cut that one out.
Okay,
But
okay.
the amount of people having sex was insane.
Do you want to hear something funny? Do you remember that one gay cook that kept trying to get at me?
Yes.
I remember, Zach was fucking laughing. Cause we're sitting there dancing, right? And then
Yep.
I feel someone staring at me.
Yep. I
And I
remember.
look, and the guy looks at me. He's looking at me. I'm like, no. He's like, yes. And I start backing up, and he starts like trying to approach me, walk up to me, dancing like a creep, and I just fucking walk, disappear in the crowd.
I
Because
remember
Zach
Zach
was,
would go, Diaz, he's coming for your booty.
no, because I remember Zach looked at me like, whoa, because like I don't care if you're gay, right? I don't have issues with that,
Yeah.
right? This like if I say, bro, that's not me,
Keep it
leave
to
it be,
yourself.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember in the bay because he was in the bay with us too, down where the
Yep.
cooks were in that corner.
Yeah.
And I think one day he fucking touched my arm like weird, and I remember I pushed him, and Zach was right there. I said, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the fucking mouth. You touch me again. Stay the fuck away from me. Like I got pissed. I was gonna fucking lay his ass out in front of the bay,
Yeah.
and then Zach's like, he's like, yo, Diaz, chill. I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. You keep
I
fucking
think
trying
you
to
were
fuck with me.
having a bad day too.
Yeah, I was like, yo, keep fucking fucking me. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. I did not care about this like that. Cause
Yeah.
there's times I will say I get taken out of character, even to this day. Um, when people play with me because they don't know like where I'm from, they don't know how I grew up, right? I can be very appropriate for work in the sense of like I know how to control certain shit, how I talk to people. But it's like when you drag that part out of me
Mm-hmm.
is when like I kind of like, well, you're gonna see a different side of me. So that was like one of those moments where like I had like a old me moment where like I'm gonna fucking beat the fuck out you. I do not care about this. Because funny, cause I had one of those here too. I was in the office and this one dude like was in my business, right? I was talking to one of my boys because actually I went to OSIT with this guy. He reclassed to the same job and we're in the same company now,
Okay.
right? And we're sitting there and this guy's like, oh, why do you care if this? 'Cause we're talking about like who we like cutting our hair, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, mind your business. He goes, I'm not gonna mind my business. I was like, yo, we want to get fucking down right here. I also like a specialist. I'll fucking beat your ass right here. He goes, oh, you won't. I'm like, bro, we don't gotta walk outside. We can fucking fight right here. We don't gotta take no tops off. Fuck all that shit. I don't care about this shit. And like, I lost my temper, but like, I will
Yeah.
admit, I have issues with that sometimes where like people think that I care enough about the army. I do care about the job, right? But like, enough that I'm gonna let you disrespect me, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I value respect a lot, right? And how
Yeah.
you talk to me. It does not matter if there's police around. It does not matter, if we're both going to jail. Like, do not disrespect me, because if you do, I don't care where we are. Like, we can get to it right there. I don't care. So yeah, a few times like that, and Zach definitely saw me like about to beat the fuck out of that guy because I was
Yeah.
like, "Yo, you're doing too much." But you remember how House,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
dude?
House.
I used to laugh at him because do you remember the chessboards we had? Everyone was playing chess in the bay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I'm not the best at chess, but he's gonna beat me. I remember that man would he was harassing me every time. He goes, "Diaz, right fucking now, we're playing chess." He just
Dude, I
couldn't stand the
suck at
fact that
chess.
yeah, he couldn't stand the fact that he couldn't beat me in chess. And it wasn't that I was good. I just I just kept getting lucky until one day I'm like, bro, this is getting annoying, and I lost. And I was like, all right. He goes, that's fucking right. That's why you'll be number two. I love House Clark. He's hilarious.
Well, hey, brother, it is late. I gotta
Yes,
go.
yes.
I appreciate you doing this though, dude. I love talking to
Of
you. It's so
course.
funny.
Of course. Of course.
We'll
Yeah.
have to do
I'm
this
looking
again in a
forward.
couple months
Yeah, I'm looking
or just
forward
a
to it.
couple weeks, dude.
Yeah, I don't mind. Let me know when you drop this, whatever, for sure.
Oh, 100%.
And
I'll probably drop it.
yeah.
I'll drop it on this Thursday
Hmm.
because I took a week off because it was the kids' first week of school. And then
Amen.
the week before, I had four people cancel on me. So it was
Damn,
gonna
for
be,
this?
yeah, dude. I had a JTAC. I had Tehran. I
Oh,
had
Ron Saran.
yeah. And I had oh God, it was another Intel guy, but everyone just like got cold feet at the last minute.
Yeah. Before we end this, though, I want to say one thing about
What's up, buddy?
Afghanistan. I two pals here deploy with us to Afghanistan. They're in the cab. So Chinooks and Blackhawk.
Oh, dude, that's cool. Get them or yeah, get them to reach out to
Yeah.
me or get them
One of
my
the one
info.
of them's a chief warrant officer for. So I don't know if he'll come up here and talk, but like he's really cool. His name's Dan. Like
No, give him
I
my
we're
info or
yeah,
yeah,
dude.
see if he's down and then shoot him my info so I can see if we can have a conversation. Because I was always trying to find pilots that saw us like bipping down the damn airstrip and the gators and fucking in the trucks.
Yeah, I hate those games because me and Hernandez, Anthony, we had to fucking sit there. Everyone had tower guard that one night,
Yeah.
and me and him get the fucking gator,
Yeah.
just sitting in the gator. But yeah, I don't know.
All right,
Yeah,
brother.
I'll send those memes to you.